and it's the Wimbledon final, the women's Ashleigh BARTY versus Karolina Pliskova. And we're going to be starting in, I think, 5 minutes' time, if I'm not mistaken. And I think it's time to have a look through the match summary, a bit of a preview beforehand for a couple of minutes whilst we're waiting. So, Ash Barty, obviously already a Grand Slam champion, winning at the French Open a couple of years back. Pliskova playing in her first ever Grand Slam final. Both, however, playing in their first Wimbledon final. So both in uncharted territory. Should be a good matchup. I think Ash Barty will go into this a favourite, no doubt. But in saying that, I don't know. I mean, Karolina Pliskova, I didn't think she'd win against Sabalenka, if I'm being perfectly honest with you, and she put on a really, really impressive displays. There's actually a couple of little interesting stats here. So, Ash Barty actually hasn't beaten anyone, or she hasn't faced anyone in the top 10. Obviously, that's not her fault. It's happened that the people she's faced have not been in the top 10. They've either been knocked out by others or in the other half of the draw, etc. So that's been pretty tough, I think, for Pliskova, I guess you could say, or the others. But for Ash Barty, she's just gone through it really professionally. She's only lost one set, which was in the opening round to Carla Suarez Navarro. And apart from that, she's been very, very good. But let's see. I think Barty in finals has been very, very good for the most part as well. So I think we'll see exactly how well Ash Barty comes to fruition here in terms of her ability. She obviously took that hiatus from tennis and seems to come into it refreshed. Her team apparently don't really talk much about tennis. It's more very relaxed, and I think she enjoys that atmosphere. Pliskova, obviously, someone who a lot of people were high on, but have fallen off from a little bit recently. However, because of this great run, people are now back on the Pliskova train, which is interesting, of course. But yeah, the former Roland Garros champion, obviously beating Vondrousova 6-1, 6-3 in her lone previous major final. So this is her second, and she could make it 2 out of 2. That's what she'll be looking to do. Pliskova looking to make it 1 out of 1. It's interesting because actually, oh hello, it says Karolina Pliskova is back into a Grand Slam final after nearly 5 years since her maiden one. She faced just one break point during the entire duration against Sabalenka, showing how dominant her serve was, which it was. First time since 2014 when she entered Wimbledon without scoring at least one win across the warm-up tournaments, which is very interesting, losing the first round to Pegula and Georgie in Berlin Eastbourne. I don't know. But she's won all the grass court tournament warm-up tournament, even beforehand, at least once. So she clearly does like the grass. But yeah, she lost in actually the 2016 US Open final to Angelique Kerber in 3 sets. She was 24 years old at the time, so now she's 28, or she'll be 29. She'll be 29, so really in her peak. So let's see how she does today. But I think she is obviously a lot maturer than she was in that final. And I wouldn't be surprised if she goes. I don't think it is. I think if we're talking about percentage-wise, I'm not looking at it and thinking it's going to be 70-30 Barty. I'm not looking at it thinking it's going to be 60-40 Barty. I'm more looking at it thinking it's probably going to be 55-45 because I think Pliskova on this surface is very, very dangerous. I don't think she is someone to be trifled with, and I think it's going to be a lot tighter than people think. She's a big server as well, and she has been striking the ball pretty well, to be fair to her, this whole tournament. So I think it's going to be very interesting to see how Barty contains and also how Pliskova returns to the Barty serve, which has been very good throughout the whole tournament. So let's see how that one goes as well. Obviously, looking at the rankings, Pliskova 13th seed and Ash Barty number 1. So, yeah. Interesting to see. I think if Barty wins this, she then starts to consolidate her position as number 1, doesn't she? Let's be honest. The US Open coming up as well. She'll go into that as one of the favourites, even if she was to lose the final today. Of course, you've got Osaka, who, if she does return, will be up there as well. But there's a lot of people, I think, that will be looking towards that US Open, and I think this is quite a big. This is quite a big deal. It really is. It's quite a big deal. Let's see how it goes. I'm looking forward to seeing how Ash Barty and Pliskova do, and hopefully they put on a very entertaining matchup, because let's be honest, we don't want to see a one-sided affair. I'm not super bothered about who wins, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. I think if Barty wins, and obviously that's good, because it shows that in women's tennis they've now got someone who is pretty dominant, or is starting to be dominant, and is paving the way for the other girls to come through and really challenge her. But if Pliskova wins, then it's like, okay, hold on, this is someone who has been plying her trade. She's made a Grand Slam final 5 years ago. She's had her ups and downs, but she's managed to come through it. And then it closes the gap between, the top 5 and the top 20. So I don't know. Like, either way, I think it's good for tennis, and I don't think there is necessarily an outcome for me as just a tennis fan that I prefer. But I'm edging slightly towards Ash Barty, as they both walk out in their Fila attire. And Ash Barty obviously always donning the baseball cap. I think she really does love her Australian roots. I mean, she talks a lot about Aussie rules, and she definitely embraces it. And it's nice. Like, it's nice to see these different cultures and different people from different areas of the world, but they all end up competing in the same tournaments, but everyone has their own different little cultural what's the word, their own like niches, I guess, which is really, really cool to see, and I like that. And then everyone learns off each other, right? And that's what it should be about. Everyone's equal, getting a bit deep. Everyone's equal, but everyone's got different things, and they all kind of learn off each other, and also become aware and educated on stuff. So amazing to see. And obviously Pliskova from Czech Republic, Ash Barty from Australia, and they were playing at Wimbledon. So really, really cool. Right, so here we go. They're going to do the toss. We're going to see who is going to win the toss, and let's see who serves first or who returns first. Having a little bit of a chuckle, Pliskova and Barty. I don't know whether it's nervous laughter or not, but it looks pretty good. We've got a couple of comments. Alex BG1 says, hello, pal. Looking forward to this one. Hopefully not a one-sided match for Barty. It says, if Pliskova wins, it's 2 consecutive slams for the Czech Republic. That's true, isn't it? That's true. Because Krejcikova obviously won at Roland Garros. I thought she was my dark horse for this, because I thought it would be hard, obviously, for her to get really deep in the tournament, but I thought she's got some of the weapons that are pretty useful on grass, serve, good at the net, etc. And yeah, like, very, very interesting. And I think it's interesting, like, Pliskova, I think he's not as much of an underdog as people think. And Alex saying that he hopes it's not a one-sided match for Barty. I don't think let's see. My gut feeling is it's not going to be. Ash Barty actually hasn't faced anyone in the top 10 so far this tournament. That's not to say that she would have lost to anyone in the top 10. I think she would have been the favourite going in against pretty much anyone. But I think that just shows that this will be a slight jump up from her previous matches. And if you look at Pliskova, who faced Sabalenka, Sabalenka was very dangerous. Kerber is and has been in very good form. Obviously, before this tournament, won the German Open, but she's coming towards the back end of her career, and yes, she is very effective on the grass, but I would have taken the Kerber matchup than the Sabalenka matchup, to be honest with you. So let's see, but I reckon it's going to be tighter than people think, and I would say 55 to 45 in favor of Ash Barty. That's how I'm looking at it. I think if you'd asked me before this tournament, then of course I'm going to say, what do you think? I'm going to end up saying, you know what, it's probably around 70-30 Ash Barty, but Pliskova showed some real grit and determination, a lot of ability to come back against Sabalenka in that semi-final, and I was impressed. It has to be said, I was impressed with her game. The only thing that I will say is that she's probably not going to be able to get that many arrows out of Ash Barty. So she may have to be a bit more proactive in her game, which will be interesting to see. Ash Barty, obviously, the main weapon for her is that forehand, which is so varied and so effective, and it's such a good weapon. And then obviously she's got the serve, which was incredible to see. Everyone loves watching the serve, and yeah, like let's see, because the serve is something that people love to see, and I think it's similar to Novak Djokovic, right? Novak Djokovic's serve, it wasn't as effective as it is now. It wasn't particularly big, and then out of nowhere, working with Ivanisevic, it has gotten bigger. It's gotten more effective. He hits corners. It's gotten bigger, and we'll talk about that tomorrow. But it's more of a weapon, and Ash Barty has followed suit in that way. She's not as old, so it's not a case of her necessarily adapting it for longevity, although that will help. It's more she's just adapted it to be more effective now, right? And it's helped for sure. Right, so both donned in the Fila attire. Very interesting. Italian, by the way. There's an Italian theme, I think, in this finals, and obviously this weekend with the Euros, England versus Italy tomorrow. And then we also have, of course, today, no Italian playing, but then tomorrow we've got Berrettini versus Djokovic. So, yeah, let's see. I think Barty, you've got to put her in uncomfortable positions. Now, can Pliskova do that? Maybe. So let's see. Striking 38 winners and only 16 unforced errors in the semi against Kerber says a lot. 86% returning percentage this fortnight. That is ridiculous, by the way. How solid has Barty been? I was talking about her serve and how solid her serve has been. She's got an 86% returning percentage for the tournament so far. 86%. That's unbelievable. She's getting 86% of serves back in play. What? Wow. And it's interesting, John McEnroe saying and probably alluding to this fact that I was talking about, the 86% returning percentage here, is that realistically, if Pliskova doesn't serve big, then Barty has, she has a lot of the eggs in her basket then. So let's see. But he's saying Barty and 3, John McEnroe. And they're just warming up here, and we are about to start. This is going to be really interesting. You know what's really interesting is so in the men's, right? In the men's, you don't have if you see them warming up serving, they just serve either side and they don't return. As in, like some people, if you play at a club, when you're warming up serve, like you also then warm up your return just to get, so you get a feed of the person's serve, right? So you'll stand there and let them serve at you, and then you might hit a couple of returns. You'll just get a feel of what it's like. In the women's, they always do that. I noticed. So when I went to Wimbledon, for example, Angelique Kerber in her first round against Tomljanovic, against I forgot her name now. Anyway, so against Stojanovic, even. She basically, they were returning, right, in the warm-ups. So they would serve, but they wouldn't take turns serving. They wouldn't serve simultaneously from one from the juice side, one from the ad side. It would be, they would be trying to get a feel on the return, but the men don't. Interesting. Right, here we go. We're starting here. Oh, right. Second serve already. 130 miles per hour. First up by Ash Barty. And little chance here, early doors, just to see good deep return from Pliskova, but down the middle. And we've got cross court. And then Pliskova slicing to the Ash Barty forehand after running around, then a crunching forehand cross court from Ash Barty. And then Pliskova actually slips. So it's a backhand into the open court for 15 love. So good start from Ash Barty. Alex BG1 says Pliskova's been up there with the best since she was about 24. She's 29 now. It could be a now or never type of deal for her if she is to win a slam. It's a very good point. Obviously, made that Grand Slam final in the US Open in 2014, losing in 3 sets to Kerber. Good. Give a good account of herself. It's a good serve from Barty down the tee. Really impressive on the ad side, clipping the line. 30 love, and that's a good sign to see her hitting a big first serve and an ace as well there to make it 30 love. So good solid start here from Barty. This time going in the middle of the box, but it's another first serve to be fair, and the return goes long. So that will be 40 love to Ash Barty. Alex BG1 says, good to see William and Kate in the crowd. 100%. 100%. Great to see them in the crowd. I mean, yeah, they're very, very. I mean, here in the UK, there's a big thing about the Royals, and I'm not going to get into it, but obviously they can be quite divisive. But it's good to see them make an appearance and obviously be there. And I think there should be the big names should be in the crowd watching the women's final because, look, we need to give some respect to how talented these guys are. You know, everyone talks a lot about the men's game as Barty holds to love there, so a very good start. But someone like Ash Barty, for example, she is a very, very, very good player. Xavier Brownie 45 says, good day, Xavier. How are you doing? Are you from Australia, I'm assuming? Correct me if I'm wrong, but because you said good day, I'm assuming that. I could be wrong. Pliskova starting here, and it's a slice serve, but down the middle of the service box, 84 miles an hour, and we're into a rally, a couple of slice backhands, and then Pliskova trying to go cross court. She's not quite striking the ball as cleanly as Barty early doors here, and then Barty, as I just say that, hits a phenomenal forehand cross court, finding the angle, just whips that forehand cross court for a winner, and Pliskova cannot get anywhere near that. Xavier Browning says, yeah, nice one. What's the time in Australia there? Must be pretty late in Australia, no? Like 11 p.m. maybe? Let me know. Or big serve from Pliskova to the backhand side, 111 miles per hour, and coming into the net. And Barty tries to lob her, and I think she does. Yes, she does. That's a phenomenal lob from Ash Barty, and she has started really strong. And Karolina Pliskova struggled with getting the ball under control, bouncing in the semi-final. She does so again here, but that's such a good lob. Pliskova doesn't even bother chasing it because she just knows she's not going to get anywhere near it. It's a phenomenal lob from Ash Barty. 30 love up here, the Australian on the Pliskova serve, and a chance because this is a huge point early on here. Pliskova needs to win this point because 40 love down on her serve in her first ever, Wimbledon Grand Slam, on her first Grand Slam final for 5 years. It's going to be a lot of pressure. Let's see. Into out forehand by Ash Barty to the backhand of Pliskova, and Barty trying to dictate with the forehand. Very deep ground strokes and a slice from the Australian. And Pliskova then nets the backhand. So 40 love. Oh dear. So she hasn't won a single point yet, Pliskova, and she could get broken pretty early on here. That would be an absolute nightmare for the player from the Czech Republic. This could end up being one of the worst starts she could have ever imagined. It's a big serve though down the tee, and it's a slice return from Ash Barty, and then she gets a bit of fortune. It's the backhand down the line, clips the top of the net, and but makes it through though, doesn't it? And she gets the break, and it's 2 love here. And Pliskova is yet to win a point, and we're only 4 minutes into this affair. So really, really strong start from Ash Barty. And Karolina Pliskova looks like she's still in bed, to be honest with you, unfortunately. Alex B. John says Barty looks so comfortable right from the start. She does, doesn't she? She looks like she's not phased at all. Big serve out wide. They actually called that out. I thought that was in. I would have challenged that, but that's why I'm not a line judge or a professional tennis player. Yeah, good second serve down the tee, and Pliskova nets the backhand return. So this is a phenomenal start from Ash Barty. Also, guys, thank you everyone for tuning in. Please remember to smash the like button and also subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Good to see so many people on. Barty, 2 love up here and 15 love. And she, as Alex has rightfully said, she doesn't look phased at all. Pliskova looks a little bit like a deer in headlights. She looks, dare I say, not scared, but let's just say a bit phased by the occasion. Which is a bit strange, considering she's a bit older. But I think maybe it's the fact that she hasn't won a single point, and we're already at 2 love and 30 love to Barty here. So this is crazy, to be honest with you. And the commentators haven't mentioned it, but the fact that she hasn't won a single point to me, Ash Barty with the most number of aces as well in this tournament. And we talked about her return percentage, which is 86%, which is phenomenal. So what are you supposed to do about against that? I don't know. Good second serve, slice second serve out wide to the forehand side of Pliskova, just kicking off the surface and dragging Pliskova out wide. And the forehand goes long. And it's 40 love here to Ash Barty. And I'll tell you what, is Pliskova going to win a point in the... What's the... one of my subscribers told me what the name is for a set where the person wins every single point. Is it a golden set or something? A golden set? Is that what it is? Where someone wins every point in the set? Because that's what this could happen. She's halfway there. It's 3 love. And Ash Barty hasn't lost a single point yet. What? Should we have a look? I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's go. Points. Max points in a row. 0. She hasn't won a single point yet. She has not won a single point yet, Pliskova. This is a nightmare for her. This is a nightmare start. Marat Safin says, in the words of Marat Safin, without the line judges, I would not win a single point. Oh, man. You know what, though? This is actually crazy. Alex BG1 says, not sure if there's such a term as a golden set, but it makes sense if it is. So I don't know if it's called the golden set, but it's called something set. One of my subscribers explained it to me before because I think it was Djokovic won a set against someone in the French Open, and I think he only lost like 2 points, and so he was so close to doing that. And someone mentioned to me like, oh, he was so close to winning this, and I hadn't heard of it before, but I don't know if it was the golden set or something else, but crazy though. At the moment, Pliskova, like, she just needs a couple of big first serves because this is absolute bloodbath at the moment. No, it's gone long the first serve, so second serve for Barty to look at with that 86% return percentage I was talking about. Can't see her missing many returns, so let's see. Oh, the toss is looking very interesting from Pliskova away from her. 90-mile-per-hour second serve, that's pretty big. And we're into a rally now. Barty goes down the line with the forehand, and then a good little short angled backhand from Pliskova, but Barty gets there and then hits a really good into-out forehand, and Pliskova just nets her own forehand as her forehand breaks down. And this is... like, I can't believe what I'm seeing. I was not expecting this. I genuinely not expecting this. You might expect Barty to be 3 love up, but for Pliskova not to win a single point, no, like, that's not what you're expecting. Barty slicing to the backhand on Pliskova, and then really big forehand into out. Oh my gosh, she's absolutely crunching through Pliskova. And RM00 says Chapeau lost. Chapeau did lose in straight sets, didn't he? We'll talk about this actually later, but he had chances to win that against Djokovic. He really did, even though it was a straight set loss. Here we go, Barty with a backhand middle of the court, then a slice. Pliskova into out forehand, then another slice from Barty. Oh, the chance for the flawless set is over, and the crowd goes absolutely wild. And how crazy is that? The crowd is literally going wild for Pliskova winning a single point. She's won a single point, and it's because of a mistake as well from Ash Barty. So 15-30. So no chance of a flawless set for Ash Barty here, but she's very much in control here. But can Pliskova take that little bit of hope and just ride with it, ride with the wave, ride with the crowd, because the crowd will want it to be. What a slice from Ash Barty! My gosh, that slice goes so deep, and then Ash Barty just completely rips that backhand slice, and Pliskova has no chance because it just skids off and just rushes her. 2 break points to save here. Oh my gosh, what? This is crazy, seriously. Absolutely crazy. Here we go. Oh, Barty crunching the forehand here. This is really dominant on the forehand side. It's just looking really, really strong. She hasn't warmed into it. She just started hitting it cleanly from the start. Yep. Oh, she tries to go cross court, and unfortunately, she cannot. Ali Ristadi Zata says, "How are you, mate? I'm good. How are you?" Alex says, "Pliskova almost never shows emotion, but I'm sure she has some lava flowing inside." Literally, I think she smiled when she kept on not being able to bounce the ball in the last match against Sabalenka, because I don't know whether it was nerves or it was just one of those things that she's just struggling with bouncing the ball, which is a really weird thing to struggle with, and a toss. Ali Ristadi Zata says, "Can you tell me what mic you're using?" Yeah, it's called Pseudo Tac, apparently. I didn't get it as a present, but yeah. And that's a double fault from Pliskova. She is looking like she doesn't know what to do. This is absolutely crazy, by the way. Do you know what it might take? And it's going to be sad to say, but it might take her to lose the first set and just reset, because I think she knows the first set's gone, but she might get a second win. I mean, she hasn't even got her first win, to be honest with you. I'm talking about a second win, but she hasn't even got a first win. Has she? I don't think so. Barty with a good slice serve out wide. And, oh, no, second serve. Yeah, good. Second serve down the middle. And now we're into a rally, but then Barty makes the mistake. Okay, so a little inroad here for Pliskova early doors on the Barty serve. Guys, we've got 22 people in the chat and only a couple of you have liked the video. So please, can you smash the like button, please? Make sure you do smash the like button. It really does help. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But yeah, please do like the video. It really does help. If you don't mind, I really do appreciate it. Alex, you Charmander, don't know what that means. You Creamstar Carl means you're legend in my language. Okay, thanks. Here we go. Oh, fantastic forehand down the line. And then that is a dry volley. Oh, she misses the dry volley. Barty misses a dry volley, and it's love 30. And it looks like she's just switched off a little bit here, Ash Barty. I don't know whether she's taken for granted the position of the two breaks here, but she did that against Angelique Kerber as well, actually. So let's see. I'm hoping she doesn't switch off here, because this is a really... I want to see her play at her top level, and hopefully Pliskova raises to that rather than Barty having to drop to the level that Pliskova's at the moment. So let's see. Second serve though here. This is a big point. If she can open up some break back points, yes, it'll still be a break up for Barty, but I think it gives her some confidence. Good forehand to forehand exchange cross court, and then Barty goes long with the forehand. So Barty's challenging the call, but I think that's going to be love 40. I don't think that was in. Let's have a look. It is in. Oh, no. So they got it wrong. So the forehand was in, so they replay the point. Right, here we go. 4 love and love 30 here. Ash Barty under pressure for sure. Yeah. Oh, it's let and a second serve. She's under pressure here, look. She's under a bit of pressure here, Ash Barty. It's good serve, good second serve, good return though, clipping the line. Then Barty puts the forehand long. So love 40, and that's 3 breakpoint opportunities now for Pliskova that she'll have to get 1 break back. Guys, we've got over 25 people in the chat. Please do remember to smash the like button, please. Really does help the channel. I really do appreciate it. And of course, please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you. Appreciate it. Really big serve down the middle from Ash Barty. Good return from Pliskova, and then it's another mistake on the forehand side from Barty. So Pliskova gets the break back, and she smiles. A little wry smile as she gets 1 break back, and she's smiling, I think, because the crowd is cheering, and she's almost thinking, oh, I managed to actually get a game here. AlexBG1 says, you're right about the Golden State. It actually has its own Wikipedia page. Wow. Okay. Nice one. I don't know, like, can Pliskova hold serve here and then it puts Barty in a little bit of pressure? I mean, you'd hope so, but she's making this set a little bit more interesting now with that break. If she can just consolidate the break and just keep it to 1 break rather than getting broken again, if you know what I mean, and then having to go back to being 2 breaks down. Guys, please do remember to smash. We've got over 30 people in the chat, and There's only 3 likes on the video. Come on, guys. I want at least 30 likes on the video. Please do smash the like button. Takes you 2 seconds. It's free. And also just helps the channel and helps me out. So I do appreciate it if you don't mind. And also subscribe if you haven't already. Again, free. Doesn't take long. Just below the video. Thank you. I appreciate it. Alex PG1 says 24 consecutive points and it's a golden set. Okay. Wowee. Yeah. Which would be crazy, right? So 6 love and then the opponent doesn't want a single point. That's just absolute carnage. And you need to play flawless tennis because, look, you can have someone who's incredible, but that means no unforced errors as well. So for the most, well, no, it does. It means no unforced errors, which is incredible as well. So it's just a basically perfect set of tennis. Here we go. Pliskova gets her first serve in, and Barty's forehand is starting to be a little bit tight. As she hits the top of the net and it just drops over. Pliskova then has a chance to go for the drop shot herself and nets it. So love 15 here. And the Czech player, she's not really under pressure because I think she's now in the mood and the mode that she's really got nothing to lose. I don't think anyone's expecting her to win this set, even though she's only a breakdown. But given how Barty has been playing, I think she just needs to go out there, enjoy it, play a game, and really think about solving the puzzle that is Ash Barty. As Ash Barty goes long with the backhand, and maybe she's trying to overdo it a little bit on the ground strokes here, Barty. It's almost like she's lost a little bit of patience. Maybe she's been a bit frustrated by getting broken there because that was a chance, obviously, to go 5 love up. Peter Fall says, I. Little creams to, I don't understand what that means. But yeah, really, really interesting stuff here from Pliskova. 30-15 up. And this is better. Much more solid from Pliskova, to be fair. Ash Barty, though, has been very good in the return game so far. But yeah. Right, so 30-15 here. And Pliskova goes second serve to the Barty backhand, who slices it, then into out forehand down the line from Ash Barty, and then goes down the line again. Really, really good defensive work. She gets that over. Yes, she does. Barty has to put away the smash, and she does. Impressive stuff from the Australian. 30-all here. And Pliskova needs to get a first serve in here and win to go 40-30 because she doesn't want to be in a position where she has to save yet another break point. She's been under obviously a lot of pressure so far this set, but she's gained a little bit of momentum back. She doesn't want to give that away now here after breaking or getting a break back. Right, so 1-4 and 30 all here, and Pliskova second serve gets a second serve, and it's a good return deep from Ash Barty on the forehand side, then a slice to the backhand of Pliskova, but she nets the backhand. So 30-40, and it's another breakpoint opportunity, and this is to take it back to 2 breaks for Ash Barty, and Pliskova just struggling to really be consistent for a whole game. Well, this is interesting. There we go. All goes down the tee. Good return from Ash Barty, managing to get something on it. And then it's a slice from Ash Barty. Pliskova is trying to be aggressive, but she misses the into out forehand, and she concedes yet another break. She hasn't managed to hold serve once, Pliskova, and she's 5-1 down here. Oh dear. Alex BG1 says the only golden set in the main draw of a slam was at 2012 Wimbledon when Shvedova beat Irani 6-love, 6-4. Wow. Crazy. Absolutely crazy, though. And Sarah Irani, former Grand Slam final contender, right? She's made a Grand Slam final for Sarah Irani. Really big backhand from Pliskova, and Barty nets her backhand. So love 15, and it's just weird. Like Pliskova is just playing well for like a point or two, and then she just goes completely off the boil or makes a load of unforced errors. So her game is obviously very, I would say, bitsy at the moment. And she needs to be a lot more solid. Right, here we go. Second serve for Pliskova to have a look at. So there's a good chance here. There's a good chance for her to just get another inroad into this. She'll be frustrated she can't hold serve, though. She does keep managing to break. Right, here we go. Slice from Barty and then a slice from Pliskova. Just in, and then we're into a rally. Good backhand, another line from Pliskova. Really powerful. And then a powerful forehand cross court. But Barty comes up with some incredible passing shot on the forehand side. Whips that forehand at a short, acute angle. Manages to find it. And Pliskova coming to the net, and it was the right play. It just, what a forehand. Alex BG1 says Ronnie was top 10 for a while, but struggled with the pressure. Yeah, she was a lot older as well, wasn't she? She was pretty old, Sarah Ronnie. So she was a late bloomer for sure, but like impressive player, a lot of grit and determination as well in her game. She Italian. Ash Barty here, 5-1 and 15 all, but then double fault to make it 15-30. So clearly struggling a little bit with the toss there. The toss was going a bit awry. Should have just let that bounce. Shouldn't have really hit that. It was just all over the place, that second serve toss. This time, though, it's a big serve down the middle, but it's a good return from Pliskova, really deep. Ash Barty scrambling, and then Pliskova goes into out forehand. Barty goes to lob her. It's a smash opportunity for Pliskova. Barty does manage to get it back. Does she? She does, but it doesn't drop in. It drops out and goes off court. So 15-40 here, and we might have yet another break of serve. So there's 2 breakpoint opportunities for Pliskova, and we could have 3 consecutive breaks of serve here. Pliskova not being able to hold serve once, and Barty about to get broken twice here potentially. Let's see. 5-1 and 15-40. She's serving for the set, and Pliskova comes up with the goods on the return. Unbelievable forehand cross court, and it's 5-2, and she's still hanging in there in this first set. She really is. Guys, you've got 40 people in the chat. Please, can you please? I plead with you. To please smash the like button so we can get more people in this chat, and also so that we can help the channel to grow as well. We've hit our goal of 1k subs. Let's get to 2k subs ASAP if possible. So please also smash the subscribe button if you haven't already. Liking and subscribing is free, takes 2 seconds, and I promise you don't get charged for it. And it's really easy. So if you don't mind, I'd appreciate it. I would. Alex BG1 says we need a brand new Pliskova in the second set. Do you know what we need, Alex? We need the Pliskova who has been returning in the last 2 Barty games, plus a Pliskova who can actually hold her serve, and then she's got a very, very good chance. But she's just struggling to piece together her game at the moment. It's very bits and pieces at the moment of some flashes of really, really, really good tennis and some flashes of some pretty horrific tennis at the same time. But yeah, thanks everyone as well who has joined. If you're listening or watching, as I said, yeah, as we start here, as play is about to start again, please remember to smash the like button. Thank you. Pliskova serving here at 2-5 down, serving to stay in the set. She hasn't been able to hold a single service game so far in this final. Let's see if she can change that here and put a bit of pressure on Ash Barty, who hasn't been able to hold serve for her last 2 service games. Good serve out wide from the Czech, and then a forehand clipping the line, a bit tight there, and then clips the net cord. Gets over, and Barty comes in on the forehand cross court, and Pliskova tries to go down the line to pass Barty, but goes. Oh, hold on! I thought she'd gone long, but she hasn't. She's clipped the line there. Oh wow! Okay, fair enough. Very good forehand. Here we go. 15 love, then a big serve out wide to the backhand side of Ash Barty on the ad side. So 30 love, very good serving from the Czech player, and she is very much in this game now. In the set, I don't know, but she's starting to get a better feel into this match for sure. Tries to find the line down the line with the big booming serve from the juice side, but it's a second serve for Ash Barty to have a look at. Well, yeah, finds a good second serve to the backhand of Ash Barty. Then a good forehand cross court from Pliskova, and Barty netting yet another forehand. So some errors starting to filter in on that Barty forehand, which has been so reliable for the whole tournament. So a bit of a surprise there, to be honest with you. 2-5 and 40 love up. So a chance here, 3 game points to finally hold a service game and put some pressure on the Australian, because the Australian has struggled for a little bit of form here. Pliskova would have won the last 3 out of 4 games if she wins this game here. Big backhand, down the line, and then it goes long. So, okay, here we go. Pliskova is 3-5 down, but she's won the last 3 out of 4 games. So she's very much got the momentum with her, but it's just a question of can Barty serve it out. She hasn't been able to hold serve for the last 2 service games, but she's got a big opportunity here at 5-3 up, and still she's a break up. Alex BG1 says she needs to settle. Good thing she won a couple of games. Yeah, I think she's now settled in. It's now a question of can she save the first set. I think it's probably unlikely, but it bodes well for the second set for sure, no matter what. A second serve for Pliskova to have a look at, and a good second serve down the line, down the tee, even, by Ash Barty. A couple of slice-to-slice backhands by both, and then Pliskova tries to go backhand on the line, which was the right option. It was open, but she goes just long. So 15 love and a bit of a tight point from Barty. It's funny, a lot of people tend to think that Barty is more of this unorthodox player who will slice and dice quite a bit. And she hasn't done that a whole lot in this tournament, actually, because the forehand's been so dominant. She's mainly used it as a weapon rather than using that forehand slice. And again, she goes with the big hammer forehand into out to the backhand side of Pliskova, and it's a huge winner. And Pliskova gets absolutely nowhere near that. So really impressive from the world number 1. But in that first point, she did use that forehand slice, and Pliskova nearly cashing in. So it's something that she occasionally will go back to, maybe when she's feeling a bit tight, but something that if she is going to use it, I think she needs to make sure it's good enough and deep enough and making Pliskova move. And it's a fantastic first serve, though, and she's finding her groove once again, Ash Barty. Big first serve down the tee to the backhand of Pliskova, who just manages to get it over the net. Then a big forehand, booming forehand cross court to finish off the point. So 5-3 and 40 love up to the world number 1 and the Aussie, and she has set points. Big serve, clipping the line, and it's a decent return from Pliskova into a rally. Backhand cross court from Pliskova, then tries to go cross court with the forehand, and she misses it. So 6-3 to Ash Barty in the first set. You might look at that and say, oh, okay, just the break, but I think that doesn't tell the whole story. Ash Barty dominating the first half of that set, and then Pliskova very much coming back into that set and getting more of a feel into that set. I think it bodes well for the second set, and I have a feeling we're going to have a much tighter second set. But Ash Barty nudges ahead in this Wimbledon final, and she is halfway there to her first ever Wimbledon title and her second Grand Slam title so far in her career. Pliskova will have to do it the hard way and come back from a set down to win in 3 if she's to capture her first ever Grand Slam title and first ever Wimbledon title. So Ash Barty, half the job is done. Let's see what she can do. And let's have a look at the set 1 statistics as well. 2 aces from Ash Barty. Yeah, I mean, we'll have a look for the serve. Both didn't serve particularly too well because there were a lot of breaks of serve, as we'll see in a second. Double faults, 1 from each. First serve percentage 57 and 55, so much the muchness. But what is really telling here, I guess, is the first serve points. 36% only for Pliskova, 67% for Ash Barty, so quite a glaring difference there. And also on the second serve, 56% to 44%. Breakpoint saved, so 2 breaks of serve, 4. Oh, crazy. Yeah, absolutely crazy stuff from Ash Barty. And in terms of her serving, doing really, really well. But then having to concede 2 breaks because unfortunately, she just did not do very, very well in the end. Right, so let's have a look at breakpoints converted, though. So 3 out of 4 breakpoints converted for Ash Barty and 2 for Pliskova. So 5 breaks of serve in total in that set, which is really, really impressive. And yeah, I think that's what really, for me, was impressive by both guys, or both girls even, were returning well. But the serve, I think there's a lot to be said for the serving from both as well. Could be improved. Winners, we'll have a look at that. 12 for Ash Barty, 8 unforced errors though. But look at Pliskova, only 2 winners and 8 unforced errors, so a glaring difference there as well. So let's go back to the game. I think the biggest thing as well, wasn't it, is that Pliskova struggled to win a single point in the first 3 and a bit games, I think it was. So look, she managed to get past that and then also managed to then finally get some games of her own. Alex BG1 says, blink and you'll miss it. Indeed. 15 all here, though, on the Pliskova serve. And Pliskova looking to hold serve and be solid early doors here, because if she can hold serve and just keep her nose in front, it will put pressure on Barty. Yes, Barty is playing very well for the most part. And yes, Barty is more experienced in terms of being a Grand Slam champion, but the pressure will be there. Pliskova has not returned too badly, to be fair, today as well. So let's see. 30-15 here. Big serve down the tee from Pliskova. It's an ace and a much needed ace. 40-15 for the Czech player. 40-15 for the Czech player. And that's her first ace of the match and much needed. So a good start here to the second set. And she looks like she's starting to, or looks like she has warmed up now. So this second set should be highly competitive. Another fantastic serve down the tee, and she holds to 15. Very impressive stuff from the Czech player. Guys, we've got 50 people in the chat. Please, can we, if you don't mind, please, if you don't mind, smashing the like button. I do really appreciate it to help the channel to grow. And also, if you don't mind as well, please, could you also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already? Again, really does help the channel to grow. Thank you very much, everyone who has tuned in as well, if you're watching or listening. Ash Barty obviously halfway there, but let's see how she does. Let's see. Alex BG1 says, well done, Karolina. Keep your cool. Yeah, keep cool, indeed. But Barty starts off really well herself on her serve. Fantastic serve. And 15 love here to Ash Barty. And as I said, she is halfway there. But look, it is only halfway there. That's the thing, right? Halfway there is fine to say, but it's not enough. She's got to get the job done. And Karolina Pliskova is now coming back here. You can see she's grown into this. But she does go long with a forehand after a couple of forehand to forehand exchanges. And it's 30 love to the world number 1. So serving here to just keep it on serve. Pliskova will be looking to get some inroads onto this Barty server. She managed to do in the back end of that first set, and obviously inevitably getting 2 of those breaks. Barty not managing to save a single break point out of those 2. So that'll be interesting to see now whether Pliskova can manage to return as well as she did. This time she doesn't manage to on the second serve again. This time Barty goes second serve. It was quite big, but it was in the middle of the box. Pliskova should really do better there, but she nets the forehand. So 40 love, and Ash Barty looking to hold to love here and get on the board herself and keep it on serve at 1-1. Good serve down the tee, and I think she's got the line. Yes, she has. Impressive stuff from Ash Barty. Really, really impressive stuff. And she manages to hold to love. So 1 game all for Ash Barty. And she's 1 set up, and she is keeping in touching distance with Pliskova here. Here we go. Pliskova. The serve's going to be really key, I think, here for Pliskova in this set. She can get it firing as she did in that first game. It'll make a huge difference. But she goes long with the first serve. So second serve here for Barty to have a look at. Oh, big second serve, but she nets the second serve. That's a bit of a shame. She doesn't want that. She doesn't want that at all. Oh dear. Pliskova, unfortunately, with that double fault. It's not ideal, is it? She's struggling with the ball toss. She did that, you know, in the semi-finals against Sabalenka, where she was struggling with the ball toss. This time she tries to go big down the line and misses the first serve. Yeah. Alex says, Barty used to be a cricketer, so the only shot she needed to learn was the overhead. Lol, joking. Yeah, very good. Oh, she goes long with the second serve again. That's 2 back-to-back double faults for Pliskova. Yeah, so Barty actually, she was playing tennis first, and she took a hiatus, so a break from tennis in 2016. So she played a year for the Melbourne Stars in Australia, and in the Big Bash, Women's Big Bash League, actually. Nice little segue for me because I cover cricket on here as well. Very good from Ash Barty, though, here. Very, very good. She opens up a fantastic breakpoint opportunity, 3 breakpoint opportunities, as she was just absolutely cracking that forehand cross court and just hammering away at Pliskova. And Pliskova had to concede, and those 2 double faults could come back to haunt her potentially. A really bad time to serve 2 doubles. This time down the tee and then into that forehand, she nets it, so she's looking tight again. And after looking like she had warmed up, she's looking a bit tight again. She concedes the early breaker in the second set. So Ash Barty is 2-1 up. Oh dear. Oh dear. Guys, we have over 60 people in the chat. Please, 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 I implore you. That was very posh, but I implore you to please like this video if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. It really does help, so we can get at least 100 people in this chat and video for you guys to all mingle with. And also, please can you also remember to smash the subscribe button? I really do appreciate it, and thank you all for tuning in. Your legends for tuning in and also listening. Alex BG1 says this could be over within the hour. You know what? It actually could be, and if it is, then don't worry, because we can do a men's final preview after this as well. I'm sure we can. If that is the case, I might just set up a live stream for the men's final preview on a separate one, set it up, and then we can get people involved on that as well. Did one for the semi-finals, actually, was really good. It had quite a decent turnout, and I think we ended up talking about Wawrinka, Murray, and some like Medvedev, team. It went off on a couple of tangents, and people, the Olympics, all sorts. So it was good fun. Actually enjoyed it, and it was obviously a bit more of a free forum where people can just ask their questions, and we just kind of go with the flow rather than very stringent. Like live streams, obviously, are about the live streams. Here we go. So Ash Barty 7 to consolidate the break at 2-1 up here, and this is a huge game really, because if she does, then Pliskova, I mean, she's under a lot of pressure for her next service game. So it's a good first serve, and Pliskova goes long with the forehand. So 15 love, and Ash Barty is just looking really composed. I mean, that second half of the first set, yes, she didn't look incredible. Her level dropped a little bit. There were some errors on the forehand side, which you don't normally see, but she managed to still close out the set 6-3 after being 5-1 up. Here we go. Good slice from. Oh, I was about to take a slice from Barty, but it wasn't in the end because the ball just skidded off the line, and she just almost pinged that forehand into the net. So interesting. 2-1 and 15 all here. Big serve though from Barty. That's a huge serve from Ash Barty down the line, or down the tee even, sorry. 30-15. Alex BG1 says, I remember prime time Sharapova matches. A lot of them were over within 40 minutes. You're still waiting for your pizza to arrive. Mate, it's true. Sharapova, I mean, she'd blow people away, wouldn't she? And she just genuinely would. She'd serve big. She would just, her forehand was like a hammer. But Barty serves a double here. Whoa, what's going on here? Very weird time to serve a double fault. 30 all, and this is a big chance now for Pliskova, because if she can open up a break point here, it puts a lot of pressure on Barty, and Barty hasn't done too well saving break points so far in this match. But yeah, I agree, Alex. I mean, Sharapova was just so powerful, and she just used to literally blow people off the court. Lewis Applebaum says, I hope I've said your name right. Lewis Applebaum says, straight sets for the Ash. It looks like that might be the case. She's 40-30 up in after fantastic serve. 2-1 here, and I mean, she's more than halfway there now. She's more like 65% of the way to her first ever Wimbledon title and a second ever Grand Slam, and that's a huge serve down the tee, and she does consolidate the break. It's 3-1 here to the Ash, as Lewis called her, and she is just looking way too strong, I think, for Pliskova here, unfortunately. I thought it would be slightly closer than it has been so far, but we're only 40 minutes into this, and it looks like this could be over, as Alex said, within the hour. So it's 20 minutes. Well, they've got 20 minutes to prove Alex wrong, but I wouldn't be surprised if it is within the hour here. Here we go. Pliskova, big serve down the line, or down the tee. I keep saying down the line. Down the tee from Pliskova to the backhand of Ash Barty, and she can only block that backhand long. So 15 love here, and the Czech with a much needed first serve. She'll need a lot more of those. She just needs to hold serve. Keep holding serve, and it sounds so simple. Keep holding serve, and then try and look for the break. And I guess if it was that simple, everyone would do it. But the first serve is so key for her. But very good from Pliskova here, because there was an into-out forehand to backhand rally there, where Pliskova's backhand under scrutiny, but she managed to get a lot of good depth on those backhands, and eventually Barty was the one who had to concede the point, going wide with her into-out forehand. So 30 love here, good start to the service game. Good serve out wide to the Barty forehand, then a cross-court forehand from Pliskova. She's liking that cross-court, but I would suggest that she should probably go down the line more, because Barty is then going to, what she's just done, dictating with the forehand. She's going to dictate with the forehand if you give her too many balls on that forehand side, and that's exactly what happened. She then tried to go cross-court to the backhand, but eventually it just wasn't enough on it, so Barty ran round it and went inside in on the forehand side. So very impressive stuff from the Australian here. What's a very interesting first serve, 92 miles per hour, slice serve, and now into the rally. Pliskova looking for that cross-court forehand, but I think she needs to go down the line more. She looks a little bit tight. She doesn't seem to quite be going through her ground strokes. She's challenging a long call there, and if it is long, it'll be 30 all, and she will be under some pressure. It is out. It is out by a couple of inches. So Pliskova here at 30 all is under quite a bit of pressure here now, because this is a huge point. She loses this point, and she's under pressure again from being broken. Oh, but I tell you what, that's the way. That's the way to just make sure it doesn't happen. It's a huge ace down the tee on the juice side. Really impressive stuff from the Czech player. 40-30, and she's got a game point here and a chance to just keep it at one break and potentially give herself still a chance in this final and in this set. Good serve again, though, down the tee, and Ash Barty can only net the forehand return. So 40-30 has now become 3-2. She does hold out her serve to 30. 3-2 here. Barty still a break-up. Really impressive stuff from the Australian. And as I said, she's probably still about 65% of the way there. Ash Barty, though, she doesn't look too phased. She looks pretty calm about the whole thing. And I think she seems like one of those club players who just enjoys it. It's great to see. It really is. Guys, as well, if you are tuned in, which quite a few of you are, I think we've got like over 50 people on the chat at least, please remember to smash the like button. I really appreciate it. If you don't mind, you're legends for doing so, and also subscribing. If you have already liked and subscribed to the channel, or like this video and already subscribed to the channel, I really appreciate it. Thank you for doing so. It really does help. So yeah, don't think that it's a small thing and doesn't help. It really does. Alex BG1 says, is this a case of prolonging the inevitable? Maybe. I don't know, but I disagree, actually. I don't think so. I'll tell you why. Because tennis is a crazy sport, and all it takes for Pliskova to suddenly turn it on, like she did against Sabalenka for 2 sets, and she's in with a chance, and in with quite a big chance. She hasn't managed to find that form yet. And if she does, then you never know. You genuinely never know, because Ash Barty hasn't looked impregnable on her own serve. So let's see. But I wouldn't be surprised if somehow Pliskova starts to find some of that form that she found in the semi-final. And if she does, I think it'll be a lot more of a competitive match. So I'm kind of hoping she does, really. I wouldn't mind going to a third set and seeing what both these guys can do when they get into slightly more deeper waters. But Barty double faulting again there. So the toss doesn't look great. That's a third double fault. Horea Pav says, I just feel Karolina is doing a comeback. Okay. This is going to be the game, I think, isn't it? She needs to break here probably if she wants a very good chance. Oh, good second serve, though. Clips the line, the return from Pliskova, but then the forehand from Barty's long. Interesting. So love 30. Some inroads here for Pliskova. Paula Goodwin says, Basher Ash, Aussie. Aussie. That's what Paula's on. Fair enough. So we've obviously got quite a few Aussies in the chat. Thanks for tuning in. Must be pretty late there, no? In Australia, depending on where you are in Australia. But let me know how late it is. It must be, what, 11? Midnight? 1 a.m.? 2 p.m.? 2 p.m. 1 a.m. 2 a.m. even, sorry. Anyway, love 30 here, and Barty trying to again consolidate the break that she has, with Pliskova putting under a lot of pressure. And that's a fantastic return. Wow, that's a beautiful return. She reads the serve out wide and crunches the forehand down the line, and she opens up 3 breakback points. So Ash Barty, her road to the title has just become a little bit more difficult here. If Pliskova manages to convert one of these break points, so she's got 3 opportunities and 3 bites of the cherry. Can Barty come up with 3 big first serves, I think, is more the question as well. She does manage to find one, but it's a good return from Pliskova, and we're into a rally here. It's a good forehand, is it? No, it's not from Ash Barty. She nets the forehand cross court, and Pliskova has literally just broken back. So we're back on serve, and Horea Paz, when I put this back up, said, I just feel Karolina doing a comeback, and I said it had to be this game, and he was right. Because it's 3 games all, and we've got a game on now in the second set. XPG1 says, Pliskova, the Ashes are coming to the Czech Republic. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's classic. Big serve down the line, or down the tee even, sorry. Keep on saying down the line. And we're cross-court to cross-court forehand here. Both pretty tight on the forehand. No angle, but Pliskova does find her own angle. A very short angle, then goes down the line. And then it's a fantastic down-the-line forehand. Barty somehow retrieving it, but it's a short... Oh, my God. It's a short backhand into play, and Pliskova puts away the cross-court. Really mesmerizing rally. It was Pliskova on the charge, and Barty just defensively being so good, but in the end, having to concede the point after Pliskova just kept on hammering away at Barty there. So impressive from Pliskova, but a lot of work for 1 point. So 15 love here. She'll be hoping for some easier points on her serve here, that's for sure, because that would have taken a little bit out of her. Here we go. Oh, she takes a deep breath, Pliskova. Oh, she nets the first serve, so second serve here for Ash Barty to have a look at. Important point here. I think, to be fair, all points from this time onwards is going to be important, isn't it? Really good forehand cross court from Pliskova, then backhand down the line even. Oh, this rally. Oh, Barty nets the forehand, and I don't know what you guys think, but from, I would say, 5-1 up in that first set, Barty's forehand hasn't necessarily, I wouldn't say it's necessarily misfired, but more errors have started to filter into that side. Whereas before it was flawless and just really a mechanical weapon that she was just completely destroying Pliskova with. But that's a fantastic ace from Pliskova down the tee. 40 love for the Czech player, and she's finding a bit of groove here. She really is. Here we go. Big serve again, but it's a good return from Barty. Well, decent return. Gets into play, and then it's a good backhand down the line as Pliskova comes into the net. And Pliskova can only net the forehand volley. It's a hard forehand volley at her ankles. So 40-15. No time to panic yet. But again, these couple of points now here are going to be important. Can she just close it out and not make it difficult for herself? Big serve out wide to the forehand side of Barty, then comes forward, clips the line with an into-out forehand. And I tell you what, she had that little bit of luck with the lines. She got a little bit of luck there with that line, and it helps her out because now she's nudged in front at 4-3. And that will give her a lot of confidence because we're getting into the business end of the set. And Ash Barty will be sitting down thinking, I could have wrapped this up by now. But Pliskova has come back with vengeance a little bit here. Ash Barty will be thinking, a bit less errors on my forehand, and I'm back to where I was. So let's see. It's a very intriguing matchup here now. Very, very intriguing. Guys, we've got over 60 people in the chat. please do remember to smash the like button. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys for tuning in if you're watching or listening as well. Liking does help the channel. That's why I do say it. Like the videos, it just helps the channel to grow, get the videos out there as well. We did hit our goal of 1K subscribers. We're now on the road to 2K subscribers. So if you don't also mind subscribing, again, liking the video and subscribing to the channel is free. So if you don't mind, it really does help the channel out. I do appreciate it. Alex BG1 says, phew, tough work. Tough work indeed, though, wasn't it? It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy at all for Pliskova, that game. But she made it work. And, you know, she's digging in there. She's digging her heels in. And she's making sure that Barty does not have anything easy. Oh, we got Tom Cruise in the crowd. Tom Cruise with his shades on. Oh, dear. Here we go. Down the tee from Ash Barty. Now into a good cross court from Barty. And then goes down the line. Good slice from Pliskova. Into out by Barty. Really impressive. Then crunches the forehand down the line. That's huge on the forehand side from Ash Barty. Absolutely mahusive. Somebody says Fazan, Pakistan destroying at the moment. Nice one. I'm happy about that. All right, here we go. Well, they called it out. That wasn't out. That forehand was not out. It's in just, but it was in, yeah. I thought it was in as well. AlexBG1 says, Tom Cruise in the crowd. Mission Impossible is now possible for Pliskova. Very good, Alex. You come up with some very cheesy one-liners, but I'm impressed. They're humorous for sure. Good backhand from Pliskova, and then into out from Barty. And we're into a rally. Barty putting away another into out forehand. I think that's close to the line again. But it doesn't matter because she's crunching the forehand. And, who's challenging it? Is it Pliskova? No, it's in again, just. It's in just again. Classic. Barty is loving. Barty is loving that line. Paula Goodman says more than an hour. Yeah, it has been more than an hour, hasn't it? Well, it will be more than an hour now. I think it's 53 minutes gone. Yeah, you'd imagine so. Here we go. Good slice. Very good slice from Barty. Deep cross court. Another fantastic. The depth on the slice is really impressive from Barty. Pliskova slicing as well. We've got a slice to slice rally until Barty's just exclusively slicing here. Pliskova is, oh my gosh, crazy. Pliskova starts going backhand. And then Barty just keeps on slicing at her, thinking, I'm just saying, you know what, you're going to have to deal with this. And it just skips off the surface, and Pliskova tries to run around the backhand side and just goes like this, almost like, I can't bar, you know what, whatever. But struggling, obviously, with the slice there, so that's a bit of a worry. Big serve from Barty, another backhand slice, but shorter, and Pliskova had a chance there. It's a shorter slice. Really, Pliskova has to step in there and just crunch that forehand, but she nets the forehand. So 4 games all, though. It's still on serve. A very, very intriguing now couple of games coming up here because this is huge. Pliskova has to hold it. If she doesn't hold here, you can probably safely say Ash Barty is 90% of the way there because you just have to serve for the match. So this is really important. Can she hold her nerve here is the biggest question. She served a couple of doubles earlier in this set at a really bad time. Can she cut those out, cut out the nerves? Well, she doesn't find her first serve as she nets that first serve attempt. So a second serve here for Ash Barty to have a look at. Very good into the forehand side of Ash Barty, but shorter return though from Barty. Pliskova needs to step in here. She's a bit quite far back, but very good depth on the forehand from Ash Barty. No, it's not actually. I say very good depth, but it's gone long. The call is long. So 15 love here to Pliskova, and that's the start she would have wanted. To just get on the board straight away, and that will definitely appease some of her demons, that's for sure. Very good serve again, this time out wide, but Barty manages to clip the line with the return, and Pliskova just gets there, but then passes Barty at the net. That's a fantastic rally. Very, very good from Pliskova. Very good from Barty as well. Very good defensive work. But Pliskova managing to put it away and be clinical when it counts. It's a very interesting forehand slice approach shot from Barty, trying to skip off the surface away from Pliskova. Pliskova moves well, though, and it's a fantastic passing shot on the backhand side. And she puts her arm up to celebrate. Really, really impressive. 30 love. Pliskova this time goes down the tee. Wow, that's a big, big serve. 113 miles an hour down the tee. 40 love. And I tell you what, this is impressive stuff because this is a pressure, really, really big pressure situation here. And she's finding some good form. SBG1 says, brilliant play by Pliskova. It was. It really was. This time it's a big serve to the backhand side, but just missing the line. So a second serve here for the world number one to have a look at and potentially get a little inroad here. Second serve into the forehand side, and Barty can only shank the forehand wide. So 5-4, and Barty will have to serve to stay in this set. So the complexion of this match has turned on its head. Pliskova's now starting to look a lot more solid and also a lot more dangerous, especially behind the serve. So Ash Barty, well, we thought it might be over an hour. We're 56 minutes in, or 57 minutes in. I don't think it's going to be over an hour, that's for sure. But Ash Barty, this is a huge game, really, because obviously if she doesn't serve out here, then we go into a third set, and then it's almost like a toss of a coin because you just don't know how they're both going to fare in the pressure situation of a third set. Pliskova's been there before in a third set of a Grand Slam final, but ended up losing to Kerber. Barty, obviously, well, we'll see how she copes in it as well. So let's see. See, Pliskova's like got the nervous twitch with her legs. Paula Goodwin says, I wanted to go for a 3-set match. So Paula she's rooting for Ash Barty, it seems, but she does want to see 3 sets. I think we all want to see 3 sets, don't we? We want to see some good competitive tennis. And Raylene Nobody says, go Ash. I think Raylene means Ash. Right, here we go. Yeah, don't worry, Raylene. I know you meant Ash. No problem. Also, great to see all these new names in the chat as well. Thanks for joining, peeps. Really good backhand from Ash Barty. Good slice down the line as well. Good depth. But Pliskova crunching. She's starting to crunch through her ground strokes a lot more. The slice is not amazing from Pliskova, the backhand slice, but a ground stroke, she's definitely hitting with more purpose. She tries to go down the line with the backhand. It was a chance, but a little bit out of control and goes wide with it. So 15 love. Raylene, Nobody says, I'm listening from Australia. Nice one. Whereabouts in Australia are you based, Raylene? And what's the time there? Must be really late. Must be very late. Here we go. 4-5 and 15 love. A second serve, though, for Pliskova to have a look at. So a really, really important service game here for the world number one to stay in this set. She doubles. That's not what she would have wanted on the second point of this game. A couple more double faults than I'm used to seeing her. Really, it's just a bit strange. Maybe it's a bit of the nerves as well. It could be, but I've been a little bit surprised. I think that's 4 in total. That's a big serve down the tee, though, to cut out and I guess completely cut out a double fault. So getting a bit of confidence from that big first serve. 30-15. And I think it's actually been from the ad side that she struggled with the double. So let's see on this side. Yeah, good first serve to the forehand of Pliskova and opens up 40-15. So a couple of first serves and a couple of free points for Barty, and that will help her for sure. Rain Nobody says Brisbane after midnight. Nice one. What's the weather like in Brisbane? Is it pretty cool at midnight? Or good slice serve, fantastic slice serve. Wowee, fantastic ace from Ash Barty as it skips off the surface away from Pliskova, and Pliskova not able to get a racket on that. So serves to 15 and Ash Barty levels it at 5 games all, and it looks like we could be going into a tiebreak here. Guys, we've got over 70 people in the chat. Thank you, everyone who has joined, who's listening, who's watching from Australia, from the UK, where I am. If you're watching from wherever, Italy, Spain, Germany, wherever, thank you, US. Thanks for joining in. Please do remember to smash the like button. I really do appreciate it. Great to have so many people from different countries and some new faces or new subscribers and new names in the chat as well. And please do like the video if you haven't already. Really does help the channel. Thank you. Good start for Pliskova. Big serve down the tee. And Ash Barty. It's going to be interesting because Pliskova's serve has definitely fired a lot more than it did in the first set after she struggled to hold serve for the first. Oh, really good serve from Pliskova again. And Barty goes wide with the forehand return. Alex BG1 says it's cold in Melbourne. I've got a winter jacket on. Oh, wow. Okay. So cold in Melbourne. Raylene, let me know what it's like in Brisbane. Oh, Pliskova goes down a tee. Alex, is it because you don't want to put the heating on? Because it costs a little bit. Is that why? You got your coat on. Second serve here. Oh, hello. Is that a second serve? No, it was a let. Sorry, it was a let first serve. And then she just crunches the first serve down the tee for an ace. And the serve has been really good from pretty much the majority of the second set. And it's made a huge difference. Again, trying to go down the tee, this time to the forehand of Ash Barty. It's a loose backhand cross court, but she's into the rally. 40 love up here, and she's trying to hold it here to love and force Barty to serve once again to stay in the set. It's a good forehand down the line from Pliskova as she adjusts from the slice and comes forward after a good backhand approach shot. And then, oh no, she's too casual. She is way too casual on the backhand volley. Genuinely, she's way too casual. She almost just puts her racket out to think, oh, it's just going to go over. Look at this. And there's not enough intent there. That's way too casual. Doesn't matter though. It's 40-15. She's still got a couple of points. Alex BG1 says, yeah, my landlord charges too much for extras. Haha. There we go. I knew it. 40-15 though here. And Pliskova. Oh, she misses the first serve. A second serve opportunity here for Ash Barty. Oh, good second serve, that's for sure. 99 miles per hour. Now we're into the rally. Good slice from Barty, very deep. Good backhand, though, from Pliskova. Another slice from Barty. She's utilizing that slice a lot. Then it's an incredible... Oh, my gosh. The in-to-win forehand from Ash Barty is incredible. Wow. Raylan, nobody says no. Good. It is good. Because Barty may have an opportunity here at 40-30. So Pliskova's 40-30 up still, though. So let's see if Barty can open up a juice. Big serve down the tee. It's a decent return from Barty. And Pliskova. That's a bad unforced error. That's a very bad unforced error from Karolina Pliskova. The backhand goes long. And the problem is, I think, on some of the big points, unfortunately, she's played a bit loose. And let's see now, because she was 40 love up on her service game, and it's back to juice. Paula Goodwin says, I'm from Queensland. Nice one. Let me know what the time and what the weather's like there as well. I want to know the differences between the states in Australia at this time of year. Good serve, though, from Karolina Pliskova, and we're into a rally. Ash Barty trying to dictate with the forehand, runs round the backhand, crunches the forehand, and then Pliskova goes forehand down the line. Really good forehand. And another forehand to the backhand side of Ash Barty, then tries to go again. And it's just an into-out forehand to Barty's backhand rally, and then clips the line. Barty is surviving. She's literally clinging on for dear life, and Pliskova misses the forehand cross court, and that is an unbelievable defensive point from Ash Barty. I cannot believe what I'm watching. Pliskova literally, 99 points out of 100. She's winning. She's winning this point 99 times out of 100, but then she just is so loose on the forehand cross court, and Ash Barty just kept on making her play one shot after another shot, and she's thinking, when is this rally going to end? And she gets really, really impatient. And now, Oh, here we go. Barty has a chance to break here. Alex BG1 says, no, Karen, no, indeed. Oh, big serve out wide, but misses the first serve. So a second serve now for Ash Barty to have a look at, and she's got a breakpoint opportunity here. This is huge in the scheme of this final. Absolutely huge. Oh, it's a loose second serve, 83 miles per hour in the middle of the box, and it's a slice, couple of slices from Barty, another slice back, and she's trying to make it difficult for Pliskova, trying to make her, trying to induce another error in the Czech player, and she obliges. It's another mistake. It's a backhand into the middle of the net. That is so loose. And Barty is serving for the title here now after Pliskova did so well in this second set. She did so well serving wise. She was 40-love up in that game at 5 games all, and she just did not manage to hold it out. And Barty, she smelt it. She smelled an opportunity and she cashed in. Raylene says, go Ash, yay. Alex BG1 says she's lost the plot, Karolina. And Raylene, nobody says, go Ash. I'm just going to say. Alex BG1 says, disaster. And Raylene, nobody says, Ash is from my town, Ipswich, Queensland. Nice one. Are you going to be able to get her on the channel so I can interview her then, Raylene, yeah? Paula Goodwin says 14 degrees after midnight. Okay, that's pretty nice, to be fair. Nikki Miranda says Barty the winner. It looks like it, doesn't it? Ready Nobody says, guys, we've got nearly 100 people in the chat. Please, can you remember, if you don't mind, to smash the like button. It does really help. I appreciate everyone who's tuned in from the UK, especially from Australia as well, and from all over the world, whether you're from the Czech Republic, whether from Italy, the US, etc. Please do remember to like the video. And also, the biggest thing, please do remember to smash the subscribe button. We made our way to 1K subscribers recently, and we're on our road to 2K subscribers. It's free. Clicking the subscribe button and liking the video, so no cost at all, so don't need to worry about that, just in case you are worried about it. And I appreciate everyone who's already done so. Ash Barty serving for her first Wimbledon championship and her second Grand Slam title. Oh, she misses the first serve. So here we go. Ready? Nobody says go Ash. Anastasia Kotovska says Barty go. I love Ash. Oh my gosh, she did it. Oh, that's a double fault to start off with. That's not ideal. Love 15 here. Oh my god, she did it. Yeah, she did. She did get the break. So chance here now to serve out for the championship, and she's love 15 down here. Big serve though, but just misses the line. Tavaram Kalanda says Ash had a better mindset for the win. Karolina not at best. I agree. Very, and that's well said. Oh, Karolina the nets the forehand, and Tavaram, I have to agree with you. I think Karolina, like in the second set, I would say she showed maybe 70% of this set was near her best. But then on the big point, she just kind of crumbled a little bit. And the 40-love, she just holds one of those points, right? It's a different story. She's 6-5 up here, and she's forcing Barty to serve for a tiebreak. But the first set was just a disaster. I mean, she didn't win a single point for like 3.5 games. But Barty's under pressure here. She makes an error of her own, and she's 15-30 down here. And Pliskova is looking to break back here. She's not going to make it easy for Ash Barty, and she knows that there'll be a bit of pressure for Ash here. Anastasia Kodotska says Barty, go. Good serve from Barty. Second serve into the backhand of Pliskova, then a slice from Pliskova deep to the Barty forehand. That's long. So here we go. We have 2 breakpoint opportunities for Pliskova, and Barty, she has a chance. She had a chance to serve out for the championship, but now she has to try really hard not to concede this point. I'm gonna try and say your name right after this point. Good serve, and it's a good forehand though from Pliskova, and Barty goes long with the forehand. So the forehand tightened up in that game. She had a chance to serve for the championship, and she does not take it. Pliskova breaks back, and we're going into a breaker. So Barty's forehand tightening up in that game, and she looks a little bit nervous. And that's the first time I've seen her a little bit nervous this whole match. Fun Milola Elusoji says rooting for Barty, nice. Alex BG1 says Tom Cruise, yell out some support for Karolina. He probably is. Nikki Mann says go broke for Karolina. Oh my God, no. Tavram Kolanda says, yeah, let's go for another set. Let's see. Yeah, big serve from Karolina, but it's a let first serve. Alex BG1 says she's done it. She has. She's got the break back. Good game, Karolina. Oh my God, no. Yeah. Oh my God, no, indeed. Let's see. Pliskova first serve here for her. Big first serve to the Barty forehand. Barty can only net the forehand, so 1-love. And Pliskova, well, she's held her little mini service there. So this is going to be interesting because if Pliskova can get a little mini break early doors, Barty will be under a lot of pressure. And she may mentally, if she loses this set on the tiebreak, mentally, it could mess with her a little bit going into the third set, and that would be a big advantage to Pliskova. I'm telling you now, because she's had opportunities. Obviously, she had an opportunity to serve for the championship, right? Second serve here from Barty to Pliskova, and we're in to the point. Oh, good forehand down the line from Pliskova. Good defensive slice, though, from Barty low over the net. And then it's a little dink from Pliskova, and Barty passes Pliskova as she can only hit the... she just completely pings the ball into the crowd, really, because she has no control of that. Just trying to claw anything back into court there. So 1-1 here, and a good start for Ash Barty on her serve. So no mini breaks yet. Still on serve. 1 point all. Big serve from Ash Barty, but goes into the net. Anastasia Kotovska says, I don't want a tie-rate Barty win. Fair enough. Anastasia Kotovska says, go, 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 go. I think she means about Pliskova then, I'm assuming. Good from Pliskova, good depth, but it's a fantastic forehand cross-court from Ash Barty, and the angles she finds are unbelievable from Ash Barty at times. Really, really impressive. Wowee. Oh, crazy. And Pliskova can only net that forehand. So 2-1, and we're still on serve. Really, nobody says, come on, Ash. Yeah, fair enough. I don't know. I kind of want Pliskova to win this set, just that would go to 3 sets. Let's see. Oh, big serve out wide to the backhand of Ash Barty. Good defensive slice. And then she gets a bit fortunate. She gets very fortunate, Pliskova. She hits a forehand, hits the top of the net, and it just falls over. Pliskova, I don't think Pliskova said sorry, you know. Some players don't. I think that's quite rude. Or is it just me? I know it's a high pressure situation, but you still should say sorry, no? Or is it just me? I don't know. Here you go, Pliskova. Or goes out wide to the forehand again of Ash Barty. Good return at an angle, making it difficult for Pliskova, not getting comfortable in the rally. But it's a good rally ensuing here. Good depth from Pliskova, and Barty slices into the net. So, hello, we are still on serve, and Pliskova nudges ahead at 3-2. Radiant Nobody says, come on, Ash. Okay. Tavram Klander says, me too. I think he wants it to be a third set as well. Radiant Nobody says, Ozzy, Ozzy, Ozzy. Oi, oi, oi. Tavram Klander says, Pliskova for second set. Check that. Says Alex BG1. Very good. Very good, Alex. Barty, just not finding that first serve, and the forehand not quite firing like it was for the first set and a half. Again, it's a second serve for Barty, and Pliskova crunches the backhand cross court. Unbelievable from Pliskova. 4-2. Oh my gosh. Absolute carnage here. And Pliskova gets the mini break, and we could be going into a third set in this women's final. Cricket for us 2.0 says, watching the cricket. No, I'm not. I'm watching the tennis. Anastasia Kodovska says, no. Wow. So I think it's advantage Pliskova here for sure. Advantage Pliskova. And I tell you what, this is now a huge point on the Barty serve, because if Barty loses this point, it goes 5-2 Pliskova. Then Pliskova will have 2 points. And if she wins those 2, then you serve it out. Nikki Miranda says Karolina's getting back her confidence. Yeah. Paula Goodwin says I can't find the like button. It's the thumbs up button. It's the thumbs up button, Paula Goodwin. So hit the thumbs up button just below the video. Clips the net from Pliskova. Really good little dink from Ash Barty, and then a lob from Pliskova. What a point. Barty goes to lob Pliskova, and she gets a smash, and she wins the point. So that is a huge point. What a point from both players, from both women. Unbelievable. And Pliskova manages to take that point, and it's 5-2, and she's got a huge opportunity. Oh, wow. But yeah, guys, if you can't find the like button, it's the thumbs up button. So click that button. It'll be, if you're on the live chat, then you might have to scroll to the top just below the video, or it might be at the bottom. Have a look. But it should be just there. Right, here we go. Right, Pliskova 5-2 here. The huge serve down the tee, then comes forward. Really good forehand cross court, and then Barty nets the forehand. So 6-2, and it's a set point for Karolina Pliskova. This is huge. And after we thought it might be over in an hour, Pliskova, like she did against Sabalenka, has found some incredible form here. Ready? Nobody says no. Yep. Tavram Kalanda says get ready for a third set. Let Pliskova bring the best out of Ash. Okay. Good serve from Pliskova out wide. Then goes forehand cross court. Barty goes deep with her own forehand, and it's a forehand to forehand exchange. Pliskova not too scared of the Barty forehand after there's been a few mistakes on it. Then goes down the line with a running forehand, but Barty does really well to retrieve it, and then she makes a mistake. Pliskova goes wide with her backhand slice. So 6-3, and Barty has saved one set point, but there's still quite a few to save here. Railing Nobody says, oh my God. And it's 6-3 here in the breaker, but Barty's serving here. Nikki Miranda says, great, Pliskova. And Railing Nobody says, no, go, Ash, go, go. Go, indeed. Guys, remember to smash the subscribe button, please, as well. Thank you, I appreciate it. 3-6 here, and Barty goes big down the tee, and it's a very, very, very pinpoint serve from the number one seed, and she saves yet another set point. So 4-6 here, but she's going to have to save another 2 points if she wants to get it back to 6-all. Let's see, can she do it? It'll be an incredible comeback if she does. It's another good serve, is it? No, it's not. So it's a second serve opportunity for Pliskova to have a look at here. Pliskova has yet another opportunity, and she has to cash in on the second serve. Can she? It's a double fault. It's a double fault from the number one seed, Ash Barty. So here we go. It's 7-6 to Karolina Pliskova in that second set, and we're going into a deciding set. And Ash Barty looks a little bit nervous, and she was completely unfazed for about a set and 3/4, to be honest with you. She was serving for the championship at 6-5 up. Pliskova got the break, and the break back even, and we went into a tie break. And here we go. Pliskova's taken it. Really, really important. And Pliskova looks like she's got all the momentum going to the third set. This is going to be a scintillating third set, I think. Alex BG1 says the Ashes are coming to Prague. Innocent Zanu says, come on, let's go, P. Nikki Miranda says, give us an ace, Karolina. Innocent Zanu says, let's go, Miss P. Yes. Third set, says Nikki Miranda. Yep. Really, nobody says, no. No. Nikki Miranda says third set, yes. Really, nobody says no. Cloaken68 says nice indeed. Ray Nobi says no. Omar Al Assad says Mafia call me Pliskova win 2-1. Oh, very good. Guys, we've got over 120 people in the chat. Thank you everyone who's joined from all over the world, from all walks of life. I really appreciate you guys for tuning in, watching, and also listening in as well. Please do remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We made our road to 1K subscribers. We're looking to make our road to 2K. So any help towards that is really appreciated. I really appreciate it. And of course, it's free. Doesn't cost you anything. Just click that big red subscribe button. And also, please like the video if you haven't already as well. If you have already liked the video and you've subscribed to the channel, thank you. I really appreciate it. Innocent Zanu says, now Bath can win it. Now Bath can win it? Ray Nobody says, haha. I don't get it. Now Bath? Who's Bath? Oh, Barty can win it, I think, maybe, is what Innocent Zanu means. Right, let's look at the statistics for set 2 quickly before they start, because they're about to start. Quickly. Let's have a look. What's the telling stat? First serve percentage from Pliskova is 76%. That's huge compared to 56%. Unforced errors and winners. Look at this: 10-12, 9-14. A lot more unforced errors from Ash Barty than we saw in that first set. So can she rein that in a little bit? Because that's going to be important. Right, here we go. Ash Barty serving. She's serving first in this third set. Big first serve, first up. And Pliskova can only net the backhand slice. So 15 love. And Ash Barty has to go again after having a lot of chances. Ready, nobody says, okay, get back to tennis. I'm back to tennis. I'm back to tennis. Barty goes or tries to go big to the backhand side. Innocent Zanu says, thank you for showing us up here. Thank you. Yes, Miss Barth, like Barty laughs. Very good. 30 love here to Ash Barty after she does very well to the backhand side of Pliskova. It's a slice and she opens up the 30 love after a mistake. Oh, it's a forehand to forehand rally. Pliskova just, the rallies have got so much longer. Both are being a lot more, well, Pliskova being a lot more solid. It's a mistake from Pliskova, long on the forehand side, which gives Barty 30 love. And I think it's going to be interesting because Barty's forehand hasn't been as flawless as it was in that first set or so. So Pliskova isn't as scared to go to. And that's a little bit of a worry probably for Barty. Really, nobody says, oh no. Pliskova go, says Rocky Abedin. Nice. Very enough. And really, nobody says, come on, Ash, you can do this. Let's see, eh? Let's see. Ash Barty, 30 love up here. And a second serve, though, for Pliskova to have a look at. The toss is very interesting, but it's a mistake from Pliskova. She goes wide with the backhand return. So 40 love here to Ash Barty. A good start to the third set here. Very good start from Ash Barty. Genuinely, really impressive. She just picked herself up and dusted herself off. It's a good first serve as well. Clips the top of the line, and Pliskova has got quite a few of those. This time she does apologise because she gets a lot of luck as it clips the top of the line of the net, even, and just drops over. So 40-15. And Pliskova has definitely had the fair share of net calls in this match, and she'll, who knows, that could make a difference. Who knows? Big first serve from Ash Barty, but it's a good forehand, really good forehand cross court from Pliskova on the toes of Ash Barty. She bends those knees, tries to get that ball over, but can't. She nets the forehand. So 40-30 hits Ash Barty, and under a bit of pressure after being 40 love up in the service game. It was a first serve into the backhand of Pliskova. Decent return cross court. Very good slice as well, making it difficult for Ash Barty's approach from Ash Barty. And then she's struggling. She's hanging in here. And Pliskova comes forward. She's a proactive one at the net. And she puts away the volley. And it's back to deuce. And after having 40 love, she now has to... Well, she's under a lot of pressure here at deuce. And Pliskova, she is looking pretty good. Hooray Pal says, Karolina in caps. I told you. You did tell me. You did. You did. You said the comeback was on. I mean, she's already making a comeback, isn't she? I mean, whether she wins or not, it remains to be seen. But you're right that she was going to come back into it. She definitely has. Hooray Pal says, please win this. Okay, so rooting for Karolina. We've got quite a few Barty fans in and a few Karolina fans. I like it. Fantastic, though, from Ash Barty on the forehand side. Whips that forehand cross court. It's such a trademark shot of hers. Finding that angle, whipping it with big topspin off the court, almost Nadal-esque to a degree. And she's advantage up here, and that's a really, really big point to win. Big serve out wide, but misses it. So a second serve here for Pliskova to have a look at. This time to the forehand side of Pliskova. Good return. And we're into a rally. Pliskova goes backhand to the backhand of Barty. Good slice, very deep from Barty. She keeps on slicing to that Pliskova backhand. Then it's a fantastic drop shot. Wow. Backhand slice drop shot from Barty, and Pliskova can only put the forehand into the net. So she holds in the first game of this deciding set. Really impressive in the end from Ash Barty to just have the composure to see it out. But Pliskova will take a lot from that first game and think, you know what? She was 40 love up and I made her really work for it. So she got a lot of inroads into that. So she won't be too upset about that. And she'll be thinking, if I can just hold serve here and make it a little bit easy for myself, there's going to be pressure on Barty. Andy Papislava says no. Obviously looking for the Pliskova break, I think, by the judge. By the sounds of that comment. Barty, though, gets an inroad straight away on the Pliskova serve. Love 15 here now. Pliskova under pressure straight away. She'll want to find those first serves that she found in that second set consistently and in those corners, because she was spot serving beautifully in that second set for large periods of it, and really finding the lines and finding some really good rhythm on serve. She'll want to find that again. Already nobody says, come on, Ash, and come on, Ash, indeed, as she opens up love 30. So there's a lot of pressure now on Pliskova. And after she had a potential opportunity to open up break points, she may have to save some of her own here, because Ash Barty is putting Karolina Pliskova under a lot of pressure here. And Pliskova isn't coming up with the answers yet. And she'll need to very, very quickly. Huge couple of points here. Absolutely huge. And it's love 40. And I tell you what, this is going to be a very, very, very interesting point, because I tell you what, Ash Barty has just, again, she's dusted herself off. She hasn't worried about the fact that she had to work hard for that first service game. She said, you know what? I managed to win it. Doesn't matter. And I'm going to come back swinging. That's exactly what she's done. Misses the first serve again, Karolina Pliskova. So a second serve here for Ash Barty to have a look at. And this is going to be a huge point in the scheme of things. Big second serve to the backhand side, 84 miles per hour. And then Ash Barty just exclusively using that backhand slice in rallies at times to that Pliskova backhand. Then she used it this time to the forehand side. Good angle found from Pliskova. And then Pliskova, Pliskova finds an unbelievable forehand down the line. Pliskova finds the goods to save the first break point. Unbelievable forehand down the line. Wow. Really, nobody says yay, and really nobody says go Ash. Innocent Zanu says, I'm sorry, but Barty is getting this title. Yeah, well, I mean, she breaks here. She's definitely got one hand on the trophy, that's for sure. Here we go. Good serve out wide, really good serve out wide. Then Pliskova goes into out forehand, fantastic into out forehand, comes into that, she's put that way. Oh my god, she's missed it. That is such an easy volley. She set up the point so well. It's such a good into out forehand to the backhand of Ash Barty. She comes into the net. She just needs to put it away. Just put it in the court. Just put it anywhere in the court. And she wins that point. And she doesn't. She nets the forehand volley. And you know what that means? That means that she goes a breakdown in this Wimbledon final after. I just can't believe she's missed it like that. She looks absolutely heartbroken. Elizabeth Paper Talk says, go Barty from Mullewa, Western Australia. Nice one. Thanks, Elizabeth, for tuning in. Please do let me know what the weather's like in Western Australia. Really good from Ash Barty. Good start, good serve. Good serve. Really, really good serve. And then sets up the point nicely for the smash of the net. 15 love. And she's walking with a bit of swagger now. She is. What's the time in Western Australia? Wendy P says, come on, Ash. Nice one. Come on, Ash. A lot of Ash Barty supporters in the chat. I like it. Wendy P says from France. Okay, cool. We've got loads of people from different parts of the world. I love it. Really good slice, though, from Ash Barty. Such good depth on that backhand slice, which is what makes it so effective. And it's really low over the net, and it does rush you. And again, it to the forehand side of Pliskova, and she just doesn't know what to do with it, because she's waiting. And by the time she waits, it just skips onto her. And she's like, oh my God, what am I supposed to do? Because it's so low over the net. It's got so much on it. Really, nobody says go Ash. She's really, really cheering on Ash Barty here. Big serve out wide, big kick serve from Ash Barty, wins the rally. But it's a beautiful into out forehand from Ash Barty after a deep return from Pliskova, but it's in the middle of the court. And then Barty just uses her feet, good footwork, gets around it, crunches it into the backhand corner of Pliskova's end. And unfortunately, she gets nowhere near that. So 40 love here and a chance to consolidate the break. She did have 40 love up in the previous service game, but obviously had to then battle as Pliskova brought it back to juice. Can she have an easier ride of it this time? Second serve down a tee, good. It's a shorter return from Pliskova. Then, the forehand. She misses an easy forehand, to be fair, down the line, which she should have put away. 40-15, but still she's got two opportunities to see out this game. Really, nobody says we love Ash. Okay. All right. A lot of support for Ash Barty. We did have quite a few supporters for Pliskova as well. We have had quite a few, so I like it. Big serve down a tee, but I think she's just missed that. She's just missed it. Unfortunate. Second serve here. Good second serve to... Oh, it's a double. It's a double fault. Oh, she's making it hard for herself here, Ash Barty. She needs to just rein in those nerves a little bit and just stay calm and collected, because she's got a chance here. She had a chance in that second set to serve out for the championship. She didn't take it. She doesn't want to break down a little bit mentally again here. Good backhand down the line from Pliskova. She's making it hard, though, for Barty. She's not making it easy. She is still in here. But, she goes long with the forehand, and Barty would have been willing that forehand to go long, and it does. And it's 3-love to Ash Barty here in this final deciding set. She's a break-up, and Pliskova is definitely now got her back against the wall here, and she is serving to keep it to just a break. Ray Nobody says, yay, yay. Fair enough. Guys, we've got over 80 people in the chat. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in from all over the world. We've got people from Australia, from France. We've got people from, I think we've got people from the UK, from the US. We've got people from all over the place. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in, firstly. Second of all, if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel if you don't mind. It's that big red button. It's free, and it just helps us as a channel grow. We did get our goal of 1K subscribers. We're on our way to 2K, so any help towards that is greatly appreciated. And if you don't mind liking the video as well, again, just helps the channel to grow. And everyone that has already liked the video and subscribed to the channel, thank you very much. I appreciate it. You're all legends, and I'm really enjoying all the different people from all over the world tuning in here. Really, nobody says H. I'm not sure what that means. I think maybe Ash. And Wendy P says Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Is that what I wanted to say? I think so. Wendy P tuning in and cheering for Ash Barty all the way from France. I say all the way from France, but I'm here in the UK, and the Wimbledon's in the UK. It's not that far. But all the guys from Australia are very far. So here we go. Barty, she's in touching distance here. She needs to just be solid behind the serve, and who knows, if she can put pressure on Pliskova's serve, she might even get another break, but she needs to be super solid here. Good play, though, from Pliskova. Good serve out wide. And then it's just an easy smash for Pliskova. She puts it away, unlike the break that she conceded, where it was an easy volley. She does put this smash away easily. Really, nobody says Aussie. Hoy. Fair enough. Wendy P says Aussie and France here. Nice one. That's cool. 15-love here to Pliskova. Good serve out wide to the backhand of Barty, and then a good approach shot from Pliskova. Good volley as well. Barty gets there. Wow, she does. But Pliskova puts it away. I tell you what, some of the defensive points from Barty have been very good. But for the most part, Pliskova's kept a cool head, especially in the second set onwards. And she put it away there again. So very, very good. But you can see Barty is willing herself to just get this done. And that means trying to win every point possible. Good return from Barty, middle of the court, though. And she tries to go for the whipping forehand cross-court pass. But Pliskova does enough. And she nets that forehand. So 40-love here and looking dominant behind the serve. Right, here we go. 40-love. Big serve to the backhand side of Ash Barty. And then it's a beautiful forehand down the line from Karolina Pliskova. Very, very good footwork from the Czech player. And I tell you what, it makes a huge difference. It really, really does. It makes a huge difference. Really, nobody says go Aussie girls. Nice. Well, indeed. Indeed. Alex BG1 says well held. Well held indeed. Has to be said. It was well held indeed. So, Ash Barty here serving to consolidate that break yet again. Good serve down a tee to the backhand side of Pliskova, but then goes wide with a forehand. That forehand, it hasn't been really loose. I think it's harsh to say that, but it just hasn't been as solid as that first set. And I just think maybe it's got tight because of nerves, etc. But maybe it's just because Pliskova's played better. I think it's probably a mixture. But Pliskova's definitely made it harder for her on the forehand side. Here we go. Good slice from Ash Barty. Deep, and then she's really utilizing that slice into that forehand from Ash Barty. Good backhander from Pliskova. She's holding firm here, Pliskova. She wants to get that love 30. Good slice from Pliskova this time. Then a good forehand cross-court. Is it? No, it's not. It's long. So Ash Barty doing really well there to hold firm on her service game, and she manages to get it to 15-all because that love 30, you're feeling a bit of the nerves again, and you're thinking, damn, if I lose this point, it's love 40, and I have to save 3 break points, and that's a little bit of a nightmare. So big serve from Ash Barty, but goes and crashes into the net. So a second serve here for the Czech player to have a look at. And she wants to knock on the door. She's really trying to knock on the door. Well, here we go, Ash Barty. Good forehand deep. Good cross court. Pliskova herself. Oh, it's fantastic forehand from Barty down the line. Then a fantastic in forehand. Wow. What a forehand from Barty. That, when it's firing, it is so good to watch, and technically as well, it just looks so sound. It just looks great to watch. It really does. That forehand, to be fair. Pliskova's as well looks pretty good to watch when it's firing as well. I think both have pretty damn good forehands when they're firing. All good from Ash Barty. Then Barty goes cross court. Forehand to forehand rally. Pliskova's backing a forehand here. And she crunch it. What a forehand from Pliskova this time. It's a forehand to forehand rally, cross court. And then Pliskova just opens up down the line. She crunches a forehand down the line, and Barty's getting nowhere near that. It's a beautiful crunching winner. It's 30-all and pressure here. Paula Goodwin says, love one day, perfect the next. Okay. Very poetic, Paula. I like it. Ash Barty, 30-all here, and under a little bit of pressure because, she loses this point, just then save a break point. Clips the line, though, with a second serve and win to rally. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Pliskova, though, she had a chance there, and she makes an unforced error, and Barty has a chance now to serve out at 40-30 up and consolidate the break. Ray Nobody says, thanks for your Wimbledon. No problem at all. No worries. Right, here we go. This time clips the top of the net, and it's a let first service. So Ash Barty has a chance for the first serve yet again. She looks over the net at Karolina Pliskova. She tries to go huge with that serve, but just missing. So second serve here for the Czech player to have a look at. Good second serve to the backhand side, but good return as well from Pliskova, and then crunches the backhand. Does she? I thought she just kept the line, but she hasn't. It's just drifted wide. So it's 4-1. She consolidates the break, Ash Barty, and she is in front here. She's a break up, and she's 4-1 up, and she's only potentially a couple of games away from her first ever Wimbledon title and a second ever Grand Slam title. Guys, we've got 100 people in the chat. So firstly, that's incredible. Second of all, thank you everyone for joining. Thirdly, please remember to smash the like button if you don't mind. Really do appreciate it. And fourth of all, please click the big red button to subscribe. Again, really does help. We're trying to grow as a channel. We are growing as a channel, and any help and support towards continuing to help us grow is really appreciated. Liking this video and subscribing to the channel just helps it. Apparently, according to YouTube, because of the algorithm or something. From what I've read and what YouTube tells you. So subscribing, I know, definitely does help, and liking the video apparently gets the video out there to more people, and yeah, it helps. And that's why we've got all these people from all over the world, because people have been liking the video. So thanks everyone who has liked the video, and also those guys who have subscribed as well. Really does help, and you guys are helping this channel to grow. So thank you. Right, so Ash Barty here obviously is in the driving seat, but Pliskova will be thinking, I was in a similar position, I managed to turn it around, so why can't I do it again? And right, that's fair enough. She just needs to hold serve here and then put some pressure on the Barty serve again, but a lot easier said than done, I think, is probably the main thing to take from this. A really big serve, though, down the line from Pliskova, and then fantastic drive, forehand, into out. Really impressive start from Karolina Pliskova, has to be said. I think she's grown into this, hasn't she? She now looks pretty, I don't want to say confident, but she's definitely warmed up. I mean, you have to be at the third set. She doesn't look too tight either. Whips that forehand after a short return from Barty, cross court into the open court, and 30 love up here. I think it's more the management of the big points and how she plays those big points, for sure. Here we go. Goes up wide to the Barty forehand. Here we go. Oh, nets the backhand slice of Ash Barty. So 40 love here. Pliskova being very solid behind her serve. So, okay, says Pliskova choking. I don't think so. I think if Barty had lost, that could have been Barty choking after serving for the championship. But I don't think you can say Pliskova's choked, to be fair. Elizabeth Paper Talk. Best news I've been waiting to hear. Go Ash Barty. Yeah. XPG1 says, will you be watching Olympic tennis? I will be watching Olympic tennis. I mean, I won't be doing every single game, but I'll be doing, like, I'll definitely be covering it, for sure. Whether it means me doing, like, just live streams for it, and then, like, you know, the quarters, semis, and final, or whether it means me doing, like, roundups and also doing that, we'll see. But I'll definitely be covering it in some capacity, for sure. 40-15 here, Pliskova. Oh. All goes down the tee to the backhand of Barty. Deep return, but down the middle. And very good cross-court forehand from Pliskova into that forehand this time. And it's trying to lob her is Barty, but Pliskova puts away the smash. And she is very tall. She's hard to lob. She puts it away. She holds. And now Barty will be thinking, okay, fair enough, but now it's my turn. I'm just going to keep on holding here. And she has a chance to go 5-2 up here. And again, consolidate that break that she has. Paula Goodwin says Smarty Barty. Very good. Very good. I like this. I like these little puns that people come up with. Oh, Barty this time hits the net and goes out. So interesting to see now if Pliskova can cash in here. Good deep return, but good from Barty as well. And she goes to that backhand slice, the trusted backhand slice, but then goes into out with the forehand. Very deep from Pliskova in this rally. I've been quite impressed. And then, oh, she slices just off court. So, love 15 here. Very interesting. Very interesting. Are we going to see another tail in this final set? Another twist even to the tail in this final set? Right, here we go. Ash Barty is under a bit of pressure because Pliskova's got a little inroad here. So it's now a question of, can Pliskova make it count? Oh, very good from Barty after a short return from Pliskova and puts away the smash herself. So 15-all, and she will definitely breathe a sigh of relief there after putting away that point, because at love 30, she's thinking, oh no. Oh no. Right, here we go. Ash Barty at 15-all and 4-2 up. Oh, people are talking. Stop talking in the crowd. Only I'm allowed to talk. I went to Wimbledon for the men's quarterfinals on court 1. So I saw Shapovalov versus Kachanov and Auger-Aliassime against Berrettini. Also went on day 2 at court 1. So Zverev, Medvedev, Kerber. Great, unbelievable. Like, absolutely loved it. Oh, really good from Pliskova, though. She's hanging in there in this rally, and she needs to. She just needs to try and make Barty make a mistake. But Barty's forehand is really good. It's too good. She crunches the forehand cross court, and Pliskova cannot survive. Paula Goodwin says algorithms not matching. Algorithms not matching. Don't get it. Let me know. Let me know what you mean, Paula. Rain, nobody said she won. No, she hasn't won yet. She's 4-2 up in the third set. 4-2 and 30-15 up. Good first serve, though, from Barty, and we're into it. Oh, here we go. Oh! Good from Pliskova down the line. And then cross court, then crunches it. Cross court. What a forehand cross court from Pliskova. Wow. 30-all. Loving that. Alex PG1 says, were you sitting on the side of the court behind the baseline? I was in between. I'm actually going to I took a lot of pictures and videos of the play when I was there. Obviously, you can't live stream it, but you're allowed to take pictures and videos and then do whatever you want with them. So I'm going to put together one video for my day 2 and then one video for my quarterfinal day of like my day at Wimbledon. So it won't be like a super long video, but it'll be on my day at Wimbledon, and I'll basically chop it up, put it into a video, so you guys can all see it. But I was like in between, so I wasn't quite behind the baseline, wasn't really side of the court. I was like in between, so it was good. Like I kind of almost got the best of both worlds. There we go, really good from Ash Barty, and Pliskova goes wide with a forehand, so 5-2. Wendy P says, "Come on, Ash." Yeah, indeed. Ray Nobody says, "Wow, where are you?" I'm about half an hour away from Wimbledon. Yeah, so I live relatively near Wimbledon. So yeah, I actually used to play there. They've got an initiative called the Wimbledon Junior Tennis Initiative, which is like an outreach program to pick up young, talented tennis players from around the local area. And I got scouted when I was very young, and they basically pick you up when you're like 6, 7, 8, or 6 and 7, and they basically select you. They like come around and they basically just do like a tennis day, and they say who's got the best like hand-to-eye coordination, who looks like they've got a lot of talent, and then they take you on. And basically, I had that. Yeah, I basically did that for a few years, which was great as well. So yeah. Rayno says, "Yep, go Ash." IXPG1 says, "Generally, I think the best view is someone behind the baseline." I mean, behind the baseline normally is the best view for. I mean, obviously, because that's where that's the TV view, right? But I didn't mind. Like where I was good because I could see the depth. I had good depth perception about where people hit it, and I also had an idea of how quickly they were moving up and down the court. If that makes sense. So I actually really like my seats, and I wouldn't actually mind sitting there like in between the corners rather than behind the baseline, just because behind the baseline you see that all the time anyway on TV. So I thought it was good. I enjoyed where I was sitting more than maybe if I was behind the baseline. I would have enjoyed it obviously anyways, but yeah. Rainobi says, "All gorgeous, thank you." I guess. Thank you. 5-2. Right, so really good forehand into out by Pliskova, and then it's a shorter return from Barty, and she goes for the drop shot, Pliskova, and then Barty somehow gets back the volley. There's a really good rally, and then what a drop volley in the end from Pliskova. She lobs Barty. Barty gets to it, goes back and tries to pass Pliskova, and then it's an incredible drop volley from Pliskova, and a lot of the crowd are standing for that. That's how good that rally was. It was supposed to be a pass from Pliskova. Barty, though, volleyed at the net. Then Pliskova managed to lob Barty, and then it was an incredible stop volley. Oh, wow. Crazy. Really, really good point. Incredible tennis from both. And that's what you want to see in a Wimbledon final. I think we've been treated a little bit here because it could have been a straight set blowout, but it hasn't been. So I've been I was expecting it to be 3 sets, to be honest with you. So it's good. Good to see. Oh no. Oh, let's second serve. She got lucky there. That looked like that was going to be a double. It hit the top of the net, and luckily it drops into the box. Yeah, she gets away with a good return there from Barty into out. And then it's a short shot from Pliskova. Barty comes to the net, puts away the smash. Really impressive stuff from the Australian number 1. And she continues her march. She's only 1 game away from the championship. She's 5-2 up here. And Pliskova is under pressure because she doesn't want to get broken here, of course, because if she does, it's game over. But I don't know. She's under a lot of pressure here. Good serve, though. Decent slice from Barty's return, and we're into the rally. Cross court exchange on the forehand side, and then Barty changes the angle going down the line. Then a fantastic slice cross court from Barty, and a good one from Pliskova as well. And we're into the rally. Very good forehand on the run from Pliskova down the line, then comes to the net. She's on the charge here, and then puts away a beautiful backhand drop volley. That is absolutely sublime by the Czech player. Unbelievable. Thanks, BG1 says at least Pliskova made a game out of it. Exactly. What more can you ask for, hey? What more can you ask for? Unbelievable. Genuinely, I've been really, really impressed by Pliskova after that first set. I think she's applied herself well. The third set, okay, fine, like a couple of big points, and she just didn't play very well in them. The second set, she played really well. And then Barty's just kind of stepped up a little bit again. And maybe Pliskova's level dropped a little bit in the big points in this set, unfortunately. And she just had to, just concede a little bit because of it. Running Nobody says, wow indeed. Oh, it's a double. It's not when you want a double, is it? 30 all. And there's a lot of pressure here because Barty will be thinking, I can get this done now. I don't need the pressure of having to serve for the championship like the second set, sorry. If I can just break her now, I'll win the title. Don't need any pressure of serving for the title again. So she'll be very keen, I think, to try and break here. I'll tell you that now. Really good from Pliskova across. Oh, really good into our forehand as well. She comes to the net. She's going to put away the volley. She does put away a good volley. She really does. Really, really good. Impressive stuff. I am genuinely extremely impressed by that. Really good from Pliskova. Her net play in this game has been incredible. There we go. Running Nobody says yay. Oh, wow. We'll see. Looks like she might have to serve for it. Oh, she will, because it's a beautiful serve down the tee on the ad side from Karolina Pliskova, and she secures the ace. So 5-3 now. AlexBG1 says only Tom Cruise can help her, but she's only a breakdown. And Barty struggled to serve out for the second set. She was, remember, we forget, Barty was 6-5 up in that second set, serving for the match, and she got the yips. Let's see. Oh, really good. Oh, Barty goes cross court, really impressive then. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful volley from Barty. Oh, Rain, nobody says, oh my God. Paula Goodwin says, commentator. Hi. Turn your phone around so we can see the match. I can't, Paula, because if I do, the channel will get taken down because of copyright, unfortunately. I'm not watching on my phone anymore. I'm watching on like a TV somewhere. And I've got this set up on my laptop. It's a weird setup, but yeah, unfortunately I can't as I would. I apologize, but copyright infringement. Barty though goes into it on the forehand side, really impressive. Then goes to the backhand slice, but she's feeling the pressure. I'm telling you, because that backhand slice breaks down on her and goes into the middle of the net. Here we go. Right, 15 all, so she's under pressure. Under pressure. Good serve down the tee, though. That'll help. Then she goes backhand slice. She's loving that backhand slice today. Then crunches a forehand cross court. Very good cross court, though, from Pliskova on the backhand, on the forehand side, even. And then goes with the backhand. And then she goes wide with the forehand. Oh, man. Come on, Pliskova. I'm just saying come on, Pliskova. Not because I necessarily wanted to win the match, but because I want the match to go on longer. Ray Nobody says, yeah, before I get absolutely slated by all the Aussies in the chat. Paula Goodwin, even says, hold serve for the match, Ash. I think that's what all the Ash Barty fans are hoping for, I'm sure, in the chat. Really good serve from Ash Barty out wide. Good return, though, deep from Ash Barty. Sorry, from Karolina Pliskova. And then it's a huge forehand. Such good depth on the forehand side. And Ash Barty can only put that forehand into the net. So 30 on Pliskova. She is not... this is really good to see. She's continually just pounding away. She's battling. She really is. Really, nobody says, oh, come on, Ash. Oh, good serve down the tee. And then it's a decent return, but Pliskova is hanging in here. And then Barty misses a drive volley. Oh, my gosh. I'll tell you what, I'm telling you. Serving out for a championship, your first ever championship in a Grand Slam, it's not easy. A lot of people struggle with it, especially if you don't get 3 points in the serve, which she's not at the moment. AlexBG1 says, oh my God, you're lucky. Come on, Ash, as Wendy P. Oh my gosh. Here we go. It's a break point opportunity, and I think that's in. It is in. They carry on. Oh, but then she misses the backhand cross court, Pliskova. What are you doing? She's hanging on there, Barty. She's just got to put that into play. Make Barty play. But we're back to juice. Ray Nobi says, oh my god, indeed. This match has had a lot of twists and turns. It's been a good match, actually. I have to say, good match so far. Oh, I think she gets the line. Yes, she does, and she has a match point. Here we go. Her first championship point. She had obviously a chance to serve out for the match at 6-5, but she never brought up championship points. So this is her first one here. This is huge. Raylene, nobody says go Ash. Ray, nobody says yay Australia. Here we go. Can she do it? Can she seal it? And her first ever Wimbledon title. Oh, she clips top of the net and it goes out. So second serve. I have to be done on the second serve. She's going to do it. Second serve to the backhand on Pliskova. Good backhand cross court deep and then crunches the forehand long. Sorry, deep even. Oh no! Pliskova puts the backhand into the net. And I'll tell you what, oh yes, for all you Australians, because Ash Barty, she bends down onto her knees and she looks so filled with emotion. She wins her first ever Wimbledon title and she wins her second Grand Slam after winning the French Open in 2019. She's now won Wimbledon 2021. She is the world number one, and rightfully so, because she's just won here at Wimbledon. She's won in 3 sets and she's won 6-3, 6-7, 6-3, and she looks really overwhelmed with emotion. She's almost about to, I think, break down in tears. And I don't blame her because it was a very topsy-turvy final. Really impressive match from both. Both played their part, but Ash Barty, she comes out on top. And I tell you what, she is a hell of a player, and she's going to go in the rest of this year as a really tough player to beat because she's got a lot of big tools at her disposal. Ray Nobody says, oh my god, she's going to get it. She did. And Elizabeth Paper Talk saying, I'm sitting on the edge here. Ray Nobody says, oh my god, no. Holy Spirit, says Ray Nobody. Wowee. Really, really impressive stuff in the end from Ash Barty. Oh, wow. And she's running, I think, to... is she running to the toilet? Where's she going? No, she's running to the crowd, I think. She's climbing. Oh, so you know, a lot of the champions, they climb into the crowd. That's what she's doing. She's climbing into. She's trying to get into the crowd, and she's struggling because she's not as tall as some of the men's players. I think she might need a boost up. No, she's all right. She's like, oh, she goes into her mum, gives her a big hug. I think it's her mum. Her physio, I think her physio actually, and her coach. Oh, that's really good to see. You love that. Love to see that. And obviously to her boyfriend as well, long-term boyfriend. And she's crying. She looks very, very overwhelmed with happiness and emotion. Really good to see. Raino says, Alex B. John says, it was worth it for Barty. She can now have a cup of tea with William and Kate. Yeah, exactly. Nobody says, pleasure joining you, bro, says Tavaram Kalanda. Thank you, everyone who has joined. I'll go through the match stats in a second, but everyone who has joined, thank you. Please do remember to smash the like button if you haven't already. It really does help. And also subscribe as well. It's been great to have so many people on from all different walks of life and different locations all over the world, which has been great. That's so cool. We'll, of course, be doing the men's final tomorrow as well, so tune in for that. Hit the notification bell to get alerted to all the new videos. Thank you. And she looks great. She looks so happy, and rightly so, man. Well deserved. Pliskova, I think she's not breaking down in tears. I think she knows. She looks upset, you can tell, but I think she knows she gave it a really good go. She obviously, Barty had an opportunity to serve for it in the second set. She managed to come back, so she gave it to her all. I don't think she can look at it and say, you know what, I didn't play good tennis. She did. Ash Barty was just a bit better, I think, on the day. Well, she was. Tavram Kalanda says, congrats, Barty. Yep. Elizabeth Paper Talk says, congrats, Ash. Nikki Miranda says, thanks. Rain Nobody says, win with, oh my God, thank you so much indeed. Well, I should have a quick look at the stats and then we'll wrap up. So, aces and double faults, don't need to talk about too much. 8 and 6, 7 and 5. That happens, especially when you get tight, serving for a set or a match or a championship. First set percentage, you can see here, the first set percentage got a lot better for Karolina Pliskova, but both pretty solid for both. Second set points won, a big difference here between Barty and Pliskova. And then I think the biggest thing here is obviously looking at the winners, right? So unforced errors, more unforced errors for Pliskova, slightly more winners than unforced errors for Barty. That makes a big difference. But really, it was the big points. That Barty played better on the whole. and that's why she ends up winning. But a really fantastic, competitive match of tennis, it has to be said. Innocent Zanu says congrats, and Ray Nobby says, "Oh, I love you," about Ash Barty, I'm assuming. And you can see Kate and William, they are putting some hand sanitizer on their hands, and then they're coming out. Very 2021 doing that, to be fair. Very impressive, though. Very impressive. What's next for Ash Barty, eh? What's next for Ash Barty? Percy Kroger says, go Ashleigh. Go Ashleigh indeed. Yep. Very, very impressive stuff from Ash Barty in the end. Ray Nobody says, thank you so much for this. No problem at all. Obviously, I'll be doing the men's final tomorrow as well. So Djokovic versus Berrettini. So do tune in for that. It'll be the same time as this one. So really looking forward to that as well. Ray Nobody says, great. Yep. And everyone who has tuned in and has watched and or listened, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. It's been great to have so many people on. If you have already liked the video, thank you. I appreciate it. Please do like if you haven't already. Again, does help. Thank you. And also, if you have subscribed, again, you're really helping us grow. So I appreciate it. And if you haven't, if you don't mind, clicking the subscribe button, it really does help. Again, all free, doesn't cost anything, and just helps the channel to grow and get more people on here. Thank you very much, guys. I'm going to go because I'm just going to do the presentation. And of course, I will also be doing a review of Wimbledon as a whole with a special guest next week. That's scheduled from another channel, from a big tennis channel. So stay tuned for that. Watch from Benin. Oh, wow, says Innocent Zenu. That's cool. And really nobody says your beautiful voice. Thank you. Innocent Zenu says stay fortified. I will stay fortified. Thank you. Yeah, stay safe, everyone. Stay well. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for Djokovic versus Berrettini, eh? That should be a good match. Hopefully, just as close as this one. Hopefully. Can Berrettini do it? I don't know, man. I don't know, but we'll see. Pliskova played her part, but Ash Barty wins her first ever Wimbledon and second Grand Slammer. Pliskova, unfortunately, falling again her second ever attempt in a Grand Slam final, losing in 3. But I tell you what, she looks solid, and if she gets a good draw again in one of the Grand Slams, you never know because she's got a good game. She does, and she's matured a lot. Rennie Nobody says yes, yes, indeed. You can tell there's like a maturity about her. She doesn't look super upset. She will be upset, but she played well. XBG1 says 3-0 or 3-1 Djokovic. You know what? I could go so left field and be like 3-2 Berrettini. I think the safe money is probably on like 3-1 Berrettini. Sorry, 3-1 Djokovic. I think that's the most. I wouldn't be surprised with 3-0 Djokovic. I hope, and I'm not just saying this because I'm a Nadal fan, because I just think we need to get some fresh blood winning Grand Slams and confidence. I would love for Berrettini to win, but he's going to have to serve basically how he served against a catch. Serve unbelievably well and basically just cut out a lot more unforced errors than he's used to doing and make sure he hits that backhand better than he normally does. So let's see. But I think, yeah, Djokovic overwhelming favourite. But yeah, well played to Ash Barty. Congratulations to all you Aussies out there. I know we had a lot of people tuning in. Commiserations to all those Pliskova fans. But I'm sure she'll be back. She's looking a lot better, and I'm looking forward to seeing her for the rest of the year. Thanks, everyone. Stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you in the next video.